And it is time to begin. Is there a theater mode? There. Awesome. So we're looking at what I believe was a Bomba domination. What I believe was. Maybe it wasn't. But this is what I'm assuming is what happened. Let me get this set up. We're probably going to stream until, like... Honestly, we'll probably finish this out, if I were to guess. Alright, let's start.
Of the night.
That's right, and just as a reminder, this
is
is going to be all the games this weekend are going to be games that are scored both on placement points and on kills. We've had a mix of different scoring options in the first day and now the second day, and we also get a chance to see one of the new kind of like drop paths, which is going to be a big cone.
Yeah, exactly. And we've seen some of them go wide to small, small to wide, and it does give you a slightly different way of playing the game because you can either play for those narrow initial moments or try and see out where you can find perhaps a bit more of an option towards the end of those ones. You're right, I'd forgotten they changed that. I'm so used to seeing it now just from playing it over the last few days. I'd forgotten they used to be straight. The more things change, as we do get our first drops going on down. Here's going to be Boy going on down. There's a bit of a brawl already. Synod and those 4 Horsemen players already looking to force that light pink team away.
And it does look like we did have one more.
Hold up.
Seeing it now just from playing it over the last few days. I'd forgotten they used
Oh, they
to
both
be
just said, fuck it, we're dropping on each other. Okay. That's chill.
And it does look like we did have one more member flawed joining the 4 Horsemen a little bit late within this tournament. But again, you know, this is, I mean, everybody's so eager to play, and things happen, obviously, you know, in these online events. So I'm glad to see a full team in general. But like you mentioned, a little bit of a brawl, no big early KOs yet. I mean, we've seen some of these teams really try to get these early kills, especially with level 4. Nobody's quite there yet.
Might get it off this camp here, though. Not going to have quite that opportunity. Just the level 3s right now. I will note, FF there. A number of their members still stuck at that level 2 point, and this is Chipser, this is Pumpers. You've got to be very careful here. They are the favorites coming into the lobby. Chipser, one of the very best players I've seen in the show matches over the last 6 months.
The favorites
so
are not Bomba?
them lightly.
That's crazy
on the
talk.
train we go to the brawl up here already. Bombers trading out with 4GG, and I don't think the Gucci boys are going to have a very good time with that one. Getting a bit of damage down, but doesn't matter how much
just ran at
static
them.
you stack. This is going to be already favorites coming into the lobby. Chipser, one of the very best players I've seen in the show matches over the last 6 months or so.
They're level 2, yeah, Niza does just kind of win these.
Onto the train we go to the brawl up here already. Bombers trading out with 4GG, and I don't think
I mean, Niza just
the
fucked
Gucci
them.
boys are going to have a very good time with that one. Getting a bit of damage down, but doesn't matter how much static you stack. There's just going to be enough there as Mithy and crew bring down the members on the train.
Yeah, just it's so hard to actually get the full
Nice
team
a goat.
against a team that is on a train.
Off,
A lot of the time, there's like you can like bait them in the thing you're dropping off. You can just hold on. You can. It really all depends on the situation, but it doesn't really matter because right now, I mean, these kills are just really big as far as scoring. Just being able to get that extra EXP, and right now, 4 Gamers Gaming, which by the way is a great name and a team that's been doing very well in the previous show matches. I guess the past few days. They are really playing from the back foot. You're talking about one team had a level 2 that was kind of holding them back. They've got 3 level 2s. Everybody else in the game is pretty much maxed.
Got another bit of a fight down
So
here,
much
as
fighting.
has been
Have
thrown
we
down
opened
towards
vaults?
that
No one
wisp
has
again,
powers.
remember. Don't
What
get
is
that
this
kill
region?
confirmed until they go down towards the death box. As that does, the player who got them down at the wisp in the first place will be the one who is credited that kill. It is not a stomp on the wisp that confirms it. Worth noting that in terms of the rule sets. CRT will start off on this vault. See whether they manage to succeed without fumbling too many times and giving away their location a little too freely.
Yeah, the stomp on the wisp may not give you points, but it does give you a mental advantage, I think.
Tom
you
kick
know?
in the
Like,
bush.
It's quite
you get to
satisfying,
watch
you know?
yourself. Yeah, extremely satisfying.
Squish the souls of my opponent, which, you know, now that I think about it, it's quite dark, but here we are.
I'm also a big fan of the new boots that allow you to jump and kind of kick them around, but looks
so
like we're actually
fun.
not holding. Yeah, that one's really fun. I hope I get to use it more. A lot of times by the time I get it, I don't get a chance to fight. But we do see a pretty patient game here. Nobody really. Oh, actually, there is a fight in the southeast, and it does look like this is a little bit of an awkward place to
Static's
engage.
hit, surge across, big jump there from Niza on the duel, making sure that electrifying damage comes to exactly as much as they can, running after now
Man,
the remaining
he's
member
just
on
running
that Bishop.
down
Honestly,
everyone,
having
bro.
a bad time, gets over the rift, not quite right spike, stays alive. Nice, in the air. Gets another one of those shifts across. Trying to find that last auto. And they spike him into the abyss.
Ooh, Clown Fiesta having a tough time. All of the fights that happen around Machine tend to be really awkward, especially if people end up running away where the lasers are. It's very easy to split up. So certainly I'm not sure where everybody ended up there, but big wins as far as things go. And we're about to head into the first
That was a
night
fight that
pretty
I just
soon,
watched.
But everybody's looking like they're getting pretty powerful. We got to really wait for these boss souls, I feel, for the big first spikes.
Keep our eyes on is Injet. The remaining members surviving from the last one who did revive his team gets caught out there. Bomba continue to be very, very scary. Niza hunting around this Jewel, been so
They just run
good at
people
running
down because
people
they're
down.
just crazy.
Always been one of Jewel's better abilities. That incredible amount of gap change between your shift, between your R. You can just run at people with
It
all
legit
of that
just looks like they're
electrifying
playing a
speed,
ranked
all
game.
puns intended.
Yeah, and being able to chase people down, again, much more important in matches where getting kills actually matters for scoring. So especially once that we've got started to see these teams get level 5, when the cap's
to
still
me.
level 4, you can see that they're playing pretty aggressive, and even if they're not able to like fully wipe some of these teams, you can see they're just going around. They're looking for a few more points because it can be a little bit of a dead moment before you start to get the boss souls available, before you can really kind of figure out where that storm is going to close in on. So I do like the fact that we're just seeing some people chasing around, trying to find those points.
And interesting as well, they've gone towards that myth as their kind of long-range option. We see a lot of,
And they're just running around the map at like Mach 10.
Environments. A little less of that here in the pump scene, as there is already a member down here for pump, so good. Get that revive off though, and the boss already throwing some damage out as a kind of pseudo third party. Damage coming along.
Man,
Hot
they really
Biscuit
do just run
can get
people
some
down.
Damage down as well from that range. Oath stepping forward as well as Chips there. Both are up the shield, and Blixen on the Bishop. Looking to get a chunk, gets a bit of damage there. The slow start coming on through over the abyss. Still
Surprised no
safe.
one's gonna come to
Keep
third
those
this.
orders
I mean,
obviously
they do have
compact
Abyssal
confirmed.
Eye, which makes this easier
Tommy
for them.
decides that
Nice. Okay, they pushed him out enough. They
something
say,
is the
"Fuck
better
it, we'll go
part of
back."
valor. Discretion. There you go. Find remembering my colloquialisms after a second or two of pause.
Yeah, we gotta warm up here. You know, this is the first game of the day. We gotta remember how to speak English. I certainly will take probably 4 or 5 games. Unfortunately, we don't have that many. But it looks like Gucci good guys. Which, by the way, their tag is boy. Yeah, they're gonna go back in, which is pretty surprising. This is gonna be a level 4 versus level 4 fight though, so relatively even. But any fights on the water are a little bit awkward. Big push in there, but no follow up. It looks
Actually,
like most
just
of the
bitched
other
him.
members did not follow up the Bishop because they're already back over to the other side.
Worth
they're
noting,
gonna
they're
get level
still stuck
5.
at level 4 here. This boss might help. They can't be miles off unlocking those ultimates. Back towards that map. Still finally getting towards the level 5s and wisely back away on the other side of it. Now towards another fight. It's 4GG fighting off against CRT. Doing their very best to treat out this one.
So much more fighting.
It's
It's crazy.
A lot of work to keep people locked down. Snow stepping on forwards here on the Kingpin, looking for the Kaiju hooks. It's Fable, dangerous position, looking for those speed outs. They can't find any spikes. Have a bit of a read about where they're heading though. It's a known quantity in terms of the options. But very careful contesting this. The Shrike on the other side can just throw out those sniper shots and be very difficult.
Yeah, any sort of strike comp is really good at poking.
I apologize, it was the sniper camp. It wasn't the strike. I got this.
Oh, it's not a strike.
It's like 38 fight. I want to see it.
It was
Take
all the
me there.
sniper,
Main jam,
like
Lego.
neutral mob. I was like, oh, they've got a strike
Yeah,
over there. But no, they don't. It's just.
It's
crazy
it's
talk.
PvE Shrike, you know?
Yeah,
It's
PvE Shrike.
Shrike
Shrikend.
Junior. Oh, I like that. All right.
Junior.
Oh, Tom.
I'm down for Shrikend.
All right,
Oh!
chat, we need somebody.
Oh.
Oh, that was so close. The Kaiju pull was just not quite. It was like an inch away. It was just a slightly out of range. But I mean, look at these levels. Look at these levels. Level 7, currently
scary.
pushing in as we're in day 2. We're about to hit night 2. Gonna lower that vision a little bit. See the chonker cannons as well. Oh, but we do see at least one member of Bombas just kind of hiding up above. They're really hoping they're not gonna be a part of this fight. They're like, let's go somewhere else.
It's nice at Chips out. The rest on just down towards that
There's a
side.
lot of teams in a small space,
alive.
so I
Towards
want to
the
see how they
north,
go
we
about
see
this.
Flawed and the rest of the 4 horsemen doing their very best to find some fights.
Oh, a
This
blink
is
tag from Flawed though.
potentially risky spot to be in as a course of that.
What?
Crystal's finally going down, and this is going to be a convergence of many teams. Indeed, 3 teams all here. It's TTV looking to potentially be a third party. It's Bumpus and Chapel. Stefan, here's Diablo at the back, getting some damage down
Maybe
Cynoid.
we should play Abyss here?
Shove
Oh, okay.
towards this Abyss. Big ol' knockback.
Should
Gets
probably
the
play
spike.
Abyss when we have a
Yeah,
blink
Shadow comes on
dag.
down Vixman over the wall as well as Darkin goes in to
On
the
our
sky
KP.
on that jewel. Gets some safety for now. Little bullet comes across, gets some damage as
Wait,
Darkin
what?
gets on in, tries to
Yo,
surge away over
what
the
the
wall.
fuck is
Diablo at
this?
the back, getting some damage down Cynoid. Shoved towards this Abyss. Big ol' knockback. Gets the spike. The Earth Shadow comes on down Vixman over the wall as well as Darkin goes in to the sky on that jewel. Gets some safety for now. Little bullet
Wow, this
comes
is no way
across,
the jewel
gets
gets
some
to do
damage as
that
Darkin gets
in
on in, tries
Geocomp.
to surge away. So far, so good.
It's so
That
unfortunate.
emergency platform allowing some space across the Abyss. Hot Biscuit trying to help the rest of his team with the Zeph get the revive off. Darkin steps on forwards, gets rooted with that Q,
Oh,
and
and then
in
they
comes
get
a
the-
third party. FF looking to make sure there will be no surrender in this particular fight. Look towards your southeast as well. TTV now finally looking for that engage. Another look of the storm coming on outside of that. As they need to back away from that additional damage.
Yeah,
there.
this is so
Safe
AIDS for
ground
pumpers.
narrowing out and escape from Palm using the Zeph to try and get out of there. Getting a little bit stuck there. Just about okay, you think? What are they
Oh!
doing? Hanging on towards
Cranberry
the
just
side. They get
bitched
the
him!
Form out, chips are in danger. Lancelot goes on forwards. I don't know whether he can get the damage down. He might be another the round table, but he's in a 1v2 on the other side.
Damn.
Junker now caught out a little bit
I would
themselves.
be
Over
so
the lava, they go
pissed if I
floating,
was
but no
Cran
one
there.
burned to a crisp quite yet. Hot Biscuit down to 20%
So I'm not gonna
HP.
lie, he
Junker
fucked
continuing
them.
to do the damage there.
They're
Can't
still
quite
fucking
find
him.
his Chimta throws up another one of those shields. Everyone stays alive, just about.
This, for how many teams were there? That was like 4, or like for a moment, I believe even almost 5 teams are part of a 5th team that were all there for that fight.
Let's see
for
this
that
bomba
boss
fight,
soul,
top
and
right.
Really,
Manger, my
almost
goat!
Nobody truly
This guy's
fully
so
went
good at
down.
fucking
TTV came
observing.
out
Still
super
got
far
10
ahead,
teams
but yeah.
active, by the way.
Yeah.
Still no full eliminations. Ice Cream in danger. Nice, it gets the execute with the second surge. A spike's beginning to come on through.
Yeah, I mean,
That might
every
well be
fight
it.
I've
No.
seen against Bomba,
Still a
people
single
just
member who's managed to
fall over.
retreat out. You just can't believe it. 34 players, 10
kinda
teams
crazy.
still in somehow, some way.
Yeah, Clown Fiesta is not in a good spot. You can see 2 of them left. They're being gate kept a little bit by 4 Gamers Gaming. Again, I really love that name. But they've been running really the entire time, and that's something we do see a lot from teams. Is they kind of get put on the back foot early in the game, and it's so hard for them to catch up, especially when there's
really
other
is.
aggressive teams. It does look like TTV though with that. Oh, actually, both teams here level 7, but they did manage to get that boss, I believe. So they're holding on pretty nice, and we're gonna start to see kind of where this circle's closing. I can't believe we haven't had any full team wipes yet, but we're certainly getting very close.
Oh, Gucci needs to be so careful, because oh boy, and the tag pun is highly intended. You can see the attempted third party! Bishop goes in! Shatter in the room with the spike! Toby just about survives! Spike on the other side as Lancelot goes down. Arcane was also a casualty on the Kingpin. But still, it's only members, it's
I'm
not
starting
teams.
to understand, like,
Additional members,
some
potentially
cr-
scary.
Oh no,
OC50
OC!
needs to be a little afraid.
Oh, what?
By 4, gets the
Sinoid,
spike on the way out. Nah, that's just not right.
How?
But still, it's only members, it's not teams. Additional members, potentially scary. Oh, OC50 needs to be a little
Sinoid, what?
afraid. Found by 4, gets a spike on the way out. Nah, that's just not
Walk to the
right. How do they
bush.
do that?
Still though, still a no team fully going down. Oh, they went
the
back
Abyss.
in for the engagement with the Felix, and they managed to get at least 1 spike. And so, my good boy, I can't believe the name is Boy. Gucci, good guys. They're doing quite well. 4 Horsemen. Flawed has to run away, and this is quite the chase. But they could run into another team very soon if they head that direction.
Town Gaming,
Voice goes
Town
through- up
Gaming.
through the octaves and no fighting. Says the
Yes.
wannabe Peaky Blinders here in this particular zone. Don't start a fight you can't win. But here we go. Activate some of those sentries.
No
Bit afraid.
fucking
Out
fighting!
safe towards that left-hand side is VV. Psyche there doing
This is not real! What are we watching?
their best. Storm kick on that Kingpin, potentially looking to get something out of this. Kobayashi
No
always a risky place to be starting a
fighting!
fight. There's a lot of people here. Suddenly...
No
Yeah.
fucking fighting!
I mean, we're 24 seconds away from it becoming night, right? So
Oh, yeah.
there is very potentially a fight coming
Yo,
soon. but
Pensado
also,
just
I'm
fucked
really
him.
curious as far as how
Wait, Pensado
Yeah.
just fucked him.
I mean, we're 24 seconds away from it becoming night, right? So
Oh, yeah.
there is very potential fight coming
Ow!
soon. But also, I'm really curious as far as how scoring goes with this. If the guards kill you, does anybody get the points? That's a really
There's no way
big
we're
question.
dropping hover wings for double air. I mean, I guess
Rise
it's
on the
fine, but
kill
like,
feed, 'cause it might
it's
just
about to be nighttime, and we just gave
like
someone
turret
hovers.
damage or environmental damage, as long as someone's gotten damage in before it.
That's
Count.
crazy talk.
Finally falls, and Kobayashi's becomes a scene of violence once more, potentially.
Dude,
But everyone is
dude, like, this is so Mickey Mouse. Holy
out
fuck.
of there, nice and early. Playing
What
on
the
sides
fuck?
is over here, and Abyssal was defeated. As the
What?
world somehow gets a
What was
hold
that?
of Clown Fiesta. I think they must have been caught in the storm, is the honest answer. Decides to give in to the storm and not towards the enemy teams. Don't give them the satisfaction.
It must have been. They were being chased on that outside kind of area.
All right,
lot, and
Bomba,
they might
let's
have even
see
been
if
caught a little bit
people
gate-kept
shoot
from
back.
this particular spot that we can see there. This little poking fight. Not sure if we're going to see a full engagement quite yet, but another team going down as well that we didn't get a chance to see. So down to 8 teams, but we are getting certainly towards that end kind of area. Oh, that
Holy
is
fuck,
scary.
like-
Oh, there we go. The push
Can't
over.
quite
Notice
attack,
they
but
didn't
Hey,
go-
guys, we're just
Over
walking
the wall
into a
there.
drill
The shield came
spam.
out, back away for now, but there's now
Wait, what
very
is he
deep on
doing?
the other side. They lose one. Make
Wait,
that
they got
two
shot
as Ida
back.
and Miffy now down. They've got themselves the opportunity to still play this one out as Niza
Hey, they actually
feels
might lose
very
this
happy,
game
but look on the other
for
side.
that.
FF are here. Incoming nuke to try and buy some space and time. 3 members standing for
Oh, they just have a
Bomba.
Moby,
They will
that's
get
chill.
themselves the revive beacon to look
Surely
to
they
bring
get
back
griefed by
their
both
fallen
teams
member
though,
and plays
right?
one out. The Chonka cannon comes on through.
Dude, this
and in
Cranberry
comes
guy is
the
fucking in
Bishop
there
to blind
perma.
by Chonka.
I fuck with it so
Eviscerated
hard.
by Niza, who finds a moment to pounce.
Why am I
Oh
saying
my
Cranberry?
goodness.
Habanero. Sorry. That's like almost as bad as Miragen as Migrant. No, this guy's been fucking teams real
That was
like,
so
right
much
now.
damage, and as this revive comes in, they've got to be really careful
why are we
on the
backing
side
off?
of friendly
Oh, did they find
fire.
a
Yeah,
pick?
they're actually back.
By
Or did
Niza,
Niza
who
just find it?
to
I think
look
Niza
to
just
bring
found another
back their
pick.
fallen member and plays one out. The Chonka cannon comes on through, and in comes the Bishop to buy some time.
Niza just fucked him, bro. No one respects this guy.
Chonka!
Also, he has rewind, but still, he fucked him.
Eviscerated by Niza, who
Holy
finds a moment to pounce.
shit!
Oh my goodness, that was so much damage. And as this revive comes in, they've got to be really
Nice,
careful on the
fucked
side of friendly
them.
fire. Yeah, they're actually backing up. They
Oh
realized
my
that it was about to go
God.
from 43 to a 3v4 against them. So yeah, we're going to see at least
Jesus
a little chance to get
Christ.
vision. See, hey, did you stick around?
That dude
'Cause now
died
we wanna
so
fight. Now that it's
fast.
our advantage,
He
it's
double
certainly our
dashed on the
turn
motherfucker.
to take this.
Jesus
but 4Gamers
Christ,
Gaming,
Niza.
they're just hanging out, kind of watching this entire thing, and look at how many armors there are on that platform.
Niza
If they
legit just
want
walks
to
at people.
Regain any of that, they are winning any poke war that they possibly want. They're all at 100% too. It looks like.
The issue they're going to run into is on the other side. Bomber have got better armor levels. Plus They've got
Jesus.
a camp there. They're using the anvil to keep themselves relatively topped up. The only thing is, how much gold do they have to work with? How long can they hold on Fable on the other side? CRT doing their very best to just stay alive. Look at that map. We can see that the map is getting increasingly small. Back to Kobayashi as we go, and Tom Kick once again here, looking for a Kaiju hook.
Like, the Mickey Mouse shit is
Proc the
crazy.
Sentinels again. You've got to be very careful about starting violence in here.
Yeah, this is really interesting. There is a lot of knowledge that I certainly don't have about how to safely aggress in there, but everybody in there, they're having a good time.
It's the
Nobody's not up
anti-Aiden.
here.
Oh, days. Spins
Okay,
up, the hammer
yep.
goes flying on
Aiden,
forwards and
looking for
immediately
some
back out
poke.
again.
I fuck with it.
This standoff has been so strong. Slightly different teams. Bomber's still there, of course, but it's just
Yeah,
different
okay,
people that play
fighting
against.
two
As
teams, they
Ninja
say,
goes
fuck it,
on
we
in,
gotta kill
tries
this
to
team
capture
behind,
that.
'cause
On
they
the
have
other
worse
side, you can see
spacing.
Snow
Yep,
and the
I
rest
like
of the
that.
team on that spit of land remaining. Ninja will be traded out.
Surprised that the pumpers
There
didn't look.
is a beacon there. They're gonna nuke it. Force them to run away. Can't stand there and look to rebuild the beacon.
I do
I
like
would've looked
I
there,
do like
like,
that nuke right there. Really
I don't know.
forcing them to move. I mean, another great option. at
Like,
that
here's
point
the
would've
thing.
been if
It's
anybody
easy
had
to say, oh, I would have done this, but like in the moment, like it's hard.
Storm grenades.
You like it, 'cause I have all
when
this
people
info.
are
I don't know
sitting
what
on
info they have or
islands, just
don't.
small little islands. But right now, 4Gamers Gaming, they're caught in a tough spot. They could very easily get gate capped. Again, though, really great usage of emergency platforms this game. I feel like in general, we've seen them make some really big plays and save a lot of lives.
I think you're right. I think we are going to be seeing some more of that
Dude,
being used.
he just
Already gets
locks at
Pensato off
people.
screen
It's so
somewhere
funny
as
to
4Gamers
watch.
Gaming, looking to find a way around, but they have to be very careful. That emergency platform plus the strike providing some serious watchtower. It's The Dune Canyon turn in Star Wars, that one. You were going to hit
Oh.
by the Tusken Raiders. I tell you now, it's Toomey.
Toomey's
Goes
probably
up to the
dead.
sky, but I don't think it's that much further to
Yeah.
run. He's over the abyss, staying alive for a second or two longer.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Not any more than that. Acme runs into the Looney Tunes namesake. There is just not enough tools in that particular box to get out alive. The
Oh
shatter
shit,
comes
that
on
shatter
down
could have
from
been
the
so
oak.
much fatter, but it was fat enough to
Standing
find
on
two, so
forwards,
good for
looking
him.
to pummel people down. Nobo. Escape for now is Snow. Stealth active. Need to maybe catch someone a little unawares. No armor for Lumbo.
Honestly, for the first playtest playing him,
but
like,
it's
he's not
likely to
doing
run into
bad.
another team. Snow's waiting. You just can't find somewhere to hide. They know exactly where the rat is. They don't want to take that fight right now. Back over. Up towards the north. Niza alone, but he's just providing scouting information, of course, as that duel, your ability to escape.
No one shooting the
Nearly
bush,
any
guys!
other
The
character in
bush!
game right now. You
The
can play
bush!
that lone hunter for at least a little bit.
Yeah, this is. I actually can't believe that 4Gamers Gaming just let kind of everybody just run past them. They did not want to take any engagements at all right there. Maybe they weren't sure exactly what the situation was, but right now, look at this. Oh, that's gonna be the full team. We're down to half of our team.
Unfortunate.
Finally down to 5. Pumpers over this far.
I do think it's funny because in NA, everyone would still be
Just
alive.
don't make a sound.
Yeah.
Over the wall.
Which is a very much a
player.
problem with
Amazing.
how
3 members
scared
there. What is
some
going
of
on?
us
This is so
are
tight, Snow.
to fight.
Black, there comes the nuke.
It's also just like people are getting a
Pops
little
that
bit better
cat
at
that base.
living, which is annoying
Camp
too.
available. Still off to the side, Pumpers and FF just stood next to each other. None the wiser, surely FF, no. Can you get the rat poison out? Find yourself a cat! Pumpers step
Yo,
on
we
board.
should look.
The Mithril bullet
We
and
should
the
look.
and the Earthshake.
We
Trying to
should
get some
look.
Damage
We should
coming on
look.
out. On the
We
other
should
side,
look.
The third party from Bomber looking for an angle. Aiden and Niza looking for an execute. Phenomenal
I think we
stuff
could have
from
looked
Niza to get
longer.
that static
A little bit
damage
longer.
down with the surge. More damage onto Chipsa. That's a third member dead as they find that one. X-Black on the other side of Mithy.
I don't
Now in
think it
from
was
the
bad,
flank
though.
onto the
I think they
Kingpin,
could have looked
and
a
Fate
little longer, though.
strikes. And their own string
As two,
is cut.
but maybe they're just
Nowhere
playing for
left to go.
placement, which I guess I don't mind.
This is now down to only 3
Wait, does
teams.
our bishop have
And
hovers
the
though?
surge party from Bomber,
Our bishop
looking for
has
an angle.
hovers. I think he
Aiden
could have
and
looked
Niza
a little
looking
more.
for an execute. Phenomenal stuff from Niza to get that static.
Because we could have gotten
damage
some
down
points
with the
for
surge. More
killing
damage
Pumpers
onto
here, I think.
Chipsa. That's a third member dead as they find that one. X-Black on the other side of Mithy. Now in from the flank onto the Kingpin. And Fate strikes. And their own string is cut. Nowhere left to go.
And
That was a
this
good fight
is
by
now
Bomba to,
down
like,
to only
get in
3
there when everything
teams,
else
but
was
as
going
we
on.
saw,
Really well done.
Friendly Fire just not at full strength at all. Very low chance to be able to pull back up, and this is going to be their opportunity.
Oh,
but
they're playing for
Bomba's
Moby.
moving in there, said, no, you are not going to be able to do
Yeah.
that. Only one more member. This should be a quick cleanup. I like the punch back, but
Honestly, this
my
green,
goodness,
this
getting
force
away.
green team is
No
kind of
way. They're
surprising me
chasing
a
really
bit.
hard for this. That puts Niza in a potentially risky spot. Knows
Yeah,
where they all
okay.
are.
That was a good
Tries to
pickup.
find the Q Snow executes them in the
And
end.
yeah,
They're the
4GG's
ones that
not
get
winning
that
us with
kill,
the
but
powers. And yeah,
remember,
it's
kills giving points. Just look
it's
at
just
the
not
bottom
happening
of
for
your
them, I'm going to be honest.
Good around Bomber because they have got 8 knocks apiece practically.
And this is looking relatively even.
Dude,
as far as
Niza just
strength.
does
We've
whatever
got
the fuck he
almost
wants
blue
because he has
shields on
rewind, abyss
everybody
specialist.
in the
That's
game. We've got
insane. They're going to
one
get
higher,
fucked.
and that's going to be, you can see over there.
4GG is gonna get
from
fucked.
Bombas, but aside from that, levels are exactly the same. And this is a weird place for a final circle to be. Okay, the way that the storm is moving is very, I'd say, advantageous for Bombas at this point. But this is an awkward, far range kind of engagement. We're going to have to jump over a lot of void
Power
to be able
shuffler.
to make this fight happen.
Double blink on Aiden. Like, dude, they're
Not that many
Thanos.
floating platforms remaining.
If they lose this, I would be so
Everyone just
surprised.
waiting. No one wanting to take that first move right now. Nemo off to the side, Niza floating as well. Surges back towards safety.
But they do
see
have
each other,
Invis Soul.
and they know how this
Is
fight's
Snow
gonna
gonna
have to
do
start.
something
Looks like
crazy
there
here,
was one
though?
Storm grenade, and
Oh my
Snow's
god,
gonna move in.
oh, but he whipped.
Gets over there. He's in a very difficult
Oh,
position.
but we're
they
trying to
find
Zeph
an
Alton
engage.
zone.
The ice
Oh,
crashes
when he
there
has
from the
rewind.
Celeste, gets a lot of
Oh.
damage down. In goes Niza.
Wait,
trying
there's
to
no way
get
they lose
something
this.
Back. Takes a lot of HP damage though, and is
Wait.
taken out. Legendary armor and the jewel dead. Snow stepping on forward, looking for some more, and already Bomber having to
What?
Aiden, Snow looking at the move.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
this is...
Gets
Wait,
over
let's
there.
look at this whole fight again. This should have been lost
They
from
see
the
each
start
other,
for
and they know
4GG.
how this fight's gonna have to start. It looks like there was one storm grenade, and Snow looking to move in.
Whoa! Gets over there. He's in a very difficult position, but they find an engage. The ice crashes there from the Celeste. Gets a lot of damage down. In goes Niza, trying to
Aiden.
get some.
Snow looking to move.
Surges back towards safety.
Aiden
They see
Brady.
each other, and they know how this fight's gonna have to start. It looks like there was one storm grenade, and Snow looking to move in.
Whoa! Gets over
Okay,
there.
it's one
He's in a
blink
very
dog.
difficult position, but they find an engage.
Does
The
he not
ice
have
crashes
dash
there
to
from the
block?
Celeste,
Oh,
gets
but
a
like, but it was a comms issue. Oh shit! Yeah, this was a comms issue.
Now, Nemo off the side. Nice floating as well.
Yeah, we need to be
Surges
calming
back
like where we
towards
want to
safety.
stack to block the Celeste ult. This
They
was
see
a
each
really
other,
good Celeste
and they
ult
know
though from
how this
Nemo or
fight's gonna have to
Greninja.
start. It looks like there was one storm grenade, and Snow looking to move in.
Whoa!
Like the moment that this
Gets
happens,
over there. He's in a very
the Celeste ult, I think everyone needs to like stack on a place. They need to calm that. They probably weren't calming it.
difficult position, but they find it.
It's actually a really hard one to block, but this was huge from him. 'Cause Aiden was peeling that. I think he needs to dash top right and look for a fucking shield there. That's incredibly hard to do. It's incredibly hard to do, but that's what needed to happen. But like Greninja
The ice
almost salvaged this fight for 4GG.
crashes there from
He does get Treadsy, but then Treadsy gets fucked by
the
Snow.
Celeste. Gets a lot of damage down.
Wait, what does Treadsy get fucked by actually?
Looks like there was one storm grenade, and Snow looking to move in.
Whoa! Gets over there. He's in a very difficult position, but they find an engage.
Oh, he
The
gets
ice
fucked
crashes
by
there from
Nemo.
the Celeste. Gets a lot of damage down.
Oh, Nemo.
In goes Nicer.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's the thing. At the start of this fight, Snow whiffing a slam and the Zephyr being shot into Abyss should have lost this fight immediate. But I'm not going to lie. Greninja and Nemo were just doing tricks on it.
Trying to get something back. Takes a lot of HP damage, though, and is taken out. Legendary armor and the jewel dead. Snow stepping on forward, looking for some more, and already Bomber having to back away. Member out. That's Nicer. Available. Still just about here.
I mean, they just did tricks on it.
Gets
Like,
the
I don't know
most
what to tell you.
wanted.
They just did tricks on it.
Ooh.
That was the
Gets most
best fight
wanted,
I've
but
seen
now we're
all
in a
game. Everything else
really
from every
awkward
other
spot.
team
This
looks
is-
incredibly
there's
sloppy.
literally one
But that was
plank
like,
of wood that they're
it still
standing
was
on.
really sloppy, but that shit was kind of gas.
Okay, I like this, but
And I'm not saying that my fighting's any better because it's terrible. But like that was everything looks like a fiesta this game.
shooting a whole lot more. Any storm grenade here would be huge, but there's just no ability to really poke this far away. I mean, something like a strike
Ooh,
would
that
be
scan grenade's
really nice
aggressive.
right now. But
I feel like you put a scan grenade on yourself so they can't just like walk on you with the KP invis, but
look at this again. Bomba's getting the storm moving towards
when will this game be out again? I don't know the exact date. I know it'll be by the end of the
their position. That is
the
extremely
end of the year.
beneficial.
Because like imagine if you had being sloppy doing tricks on it. Hey yo, what's up, cheesy farts? What's up, bro? Nah, but like imagine if you had a scan nade on yourself behind the tree. You probably don't get this happening to you when you're
Yeah,
invisible.
before they go, the ice crash comes on down. Huge damage into the back line. Treadsy is dead.
Oh,
Niza
but the
tries to
rewind
get
from
some damage over,
Niza?
has no armor. Just
Big
over the shed.
Slamington?
Aiden gets a huge
Aiden
damage, but
Brady?
Still a 1v4. Gets hit up there.
Oh, but like
The Zeph, 2 members
like,
remaining.
boys.
1
this could be a bomba fucking clutch moment.
minute 12 on that most wanted. The issue, though, is look at the armor. It's all broken.
Oh, we wasted dash.
Yeah,
I don't know how
and we've
fast
got
the
plenty
dual
of,
dash
decent
cooldown
amount
is
of armor
though.
on the other side. They've just got to run. They've got to make it. It looks like Niza is going to be trying to kind of play a little bit of a distraction as they're waiting for this time. But
Dude, this is so scary though because like you can't go over Abyss against this Oath because he has Blink Dag and he could just slam you.
4Gamers Gaming, they've got
But he did just slam, so you have like 20 seconds, probably like 10 seconds now to fuck this guy.
to move now. Honestly, they've got to make this happen. There's not a whole lot of space.
Okay.
They've got the huge numbers advantage.
But Aiden's just gonna
Now
play
it's a 1v2
unscared
on
game.
both sides. His shield comes up. Nice trying to get some damage down. Escapes for now, but takes
Aiden, what are we
huge
doing?
amounts of damage.
Oh
Goes
my
back where they
God.
were. Aiden is dead. That's the most wanted out. The bounty hunters find their mark.
There's another most wanted right above, but I don't know how you escape the situation. They were having
Nah,
enough
but
time
Niza wins
two.
these, bro. Like I've
I
seen
mean,
it.
they're doing a great job.
They don't have an Oath. Like Niza could fuck one of these guys.
Oh, but this has got to be one of the toughest spots that you could possibly be in. Got to use the shift as well just to try and even get anywhere. Now you've got less damage.
Crash.
Oh, this is overkill.
This is tournament.
Oh,
Competition.
manages to escape though.
Niza is moving around
Hope you are
so
well.
much. The jewel goes in, trying to
Yo. 4GG. Fuck them. Fuck them, bro. Fuck them.
find something. It was a step too far. FGG Find it.
What
you don't get
happened
points
there,
for it,
bro?
but you get style points, which is
Greninja
possibly more
goats.
important. They survived as a
Greninja actually
2v4.
fucked them.
What?
Holy
Taking
shit.
Early options to go forwards. Aside from over by Catacombs, worth noting we've got that one down already. But a lot of people deciding to play a little bit later.
That was
maybe for Matrix
insane.
Academy.
That's actually great for Cloud Fiesta. They had a really unfortunate game where they got really just put on the back foot early on, had to run the entire time. But now the entire south portion of the map is theirs. The southwest
We'll probably watch all of this tournament,
only one other team that looks like they may
just have a short little stream today.
And no teams really. Oh, actually, one team kind of dropping towards each other.
It's Academy. It used to be the hottest drop in all of SUPERVIVE. It's still a bit contested. Darkin gets first blood, tries to escape where the surgeon gets
dropping towards south.
Like, I just gotta say it. EU being like, no, bro, don't be a pussy, just fight.
Portion
like,
of the map
why?
is
It's Academy. It
Like,
used
why
to be
are we fighting
the hottest drop in all of SUPERVIve. It's still a bit contested. Darkin gets first blood, tries to escape where the
Actually, wait, they're level 1. I thought they were level 4. Never mind.
Doing what they
This
can
is totally
to keep
fine
the
to
team
fight.
alive, and
But
already
sometimes I look at it and I'm like, you
Ninja,
guys are just so stupid for
FGG,
fighting
or 4GG.
sometimes.
I keep wanting to say
If you're just
FGG,
taking the
4
worst fight of all
gamers
time.
gaming, which is kind of correct, but not quite the tag. Potentially in a tricky spot, and into the academy we go. The stacks and all of that knowledge available.
Yeah, for being our previous champions, they're definitely starting off in a tough spot. But up here as well, we could potentially see these two run into each other. Being able to grab this camp would be huge. This campfire, if they can do it before the fight, but it doesn't look like they're going to.
It looks like they got yearbook and they're trying to leave.
They're level 3s, and there's a lot of level 2 still there on pumpers.
Like, this fight I agree with from Bomba, because you know they have yearbook if they're running from your
Goes
ass.
up into the sky and is immediately left to a very tricky spot. Gets under the exit there, still being run down, and is spiked.
Okay, yeah, we fucked them.
Nicer and crew looking to continue their killing ways.
Yeah, it was a good.
We should probably walk up and try to kill them
escape.
before the yearbook.
I still suck at getting underneath that particular spot,
If
but
you want to.
they did a great job of it. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know what it is every time, and then I get scared because I miss it. I'm like, I'm too high. I'm going backwards.
Is this esport like easy to watch? Like, I don't know how. Is it hard to watch this? Is there too much going on your screen? Like, I'm thinking about this compared to Overwatch. I feel like this is easier to watch.
And then my glider's out of fuel, and I just die anyway, and it's very embarrassing. And then
But maybe I'm
ping
wrong.
you.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like it's pretty simple to know what's going on here.
Is so
At a base level. Like, you're
it's
just
great
need to
even
be
if
the
you're
last
very
one
new.
standing.
It like,
Kill a
feels
bunch
great,
of people.
but there is like a really high skill cap. You know, like the floor to the gap is to the cap gap is quite good, and I think the mobility in this game is part of what makes it so fun. And you really get a chance to see it when you see good players. They just zoom around the map like it's nothing.
Because I think one of the things that the game has really implemented very smoothly, it's kind of out of a lot of the shooters, honestly, things like Apex and Warzone, is that the sense of inertia that you have when you're moving, and keeping that inertia up is a huge deal for rotating swiftly. If you stop moving, if you hit a wall, you lose all of that inertia, and keeping that going
Inertia?
makes a huge
Momentum.
difference for increasing that mobility, getting the most out of your rotations, and making them as efficient as possible.
Who would
Not to
hit
nerd
a
emoji this,
wall
but-
when they've got that momentum
talk
going?
about it.
Certainly not me.
That's right, we're doing this, mate. We're not on screen right now.
I know. Why don't we talk about some players who are good at this game as Bombas, who, I'm sorry, well, I call four
Wait, they did
gamers
get
gaming our
yearbook.
champion.
Why? Wait. Did Chapel have yearbook? What the fuck was that about then? Why didn't Pumpers just take the fight?
Is he getting the most out of
Is there a
your
level
screen
2?
right now?
Placement, but technically their champions were Bombas. I gotta figure out the actual name discrepancy here, but they're moving in. Look at this level
Yo,
5 versus
anti-venom
level
picking
3.
fall. Nah, we got it. They ran because they heard. Oh, they heard you get it. Okay, well that makes sense. I was thinking like, why did they run? Because if someone runs, I'm thinking, oh, okay. Well, I mean that makes sense. I was so confused there. I guess yeah, you would run if they heard. I mean, if they heard yearbook and you're only level 3 though, I feel like I maybe would press that, but I also am down a level. Like it was smart.
Bishop
but...
Krabs, are you feeling it now? The SpongeBob reference.
How you doing though,
is
I hope you're
It'll be
having
going
a
down.
good day.
The soy pumpers looking to prey
Dude,
on
this guy just runs at people. He already has a biz specialist. He's running
wounded
the
4
fuck
gamers gaming.
down.
I think there's that 4 members remaining. They can't all be gaming. Their name needs to change.
Yeah, we should change their name based on how many of them are still up. Two gamers gaming when they're in
Two
the
gamers gaming.
duo left. But yeah, looks like no.
4GG though had a great
I do
fight
like
there.
that.
That was
Seeing
actually
the
really
level
impressive
difference
from
and just
them.
backing up. I mean, level 5, part way through day number 1. That does certainly show that you've got a little bit of that extra experience, and you're gonna have a pretty big level advantage for a while. So I think not taking those fights is pretty smart. Just trying to back up. There's a lot of space. Again, we're not in any situations where any teams are
pathing
forced
to
to run into
heart.
each other quite yet. And still,
Must
man, no,
hear
Clown
people.
Fiesta has the entire south half to themselves still.
That's literally 9 teams in the top half of the
Or
map.
we have
That
gold
is
team.
ridiculous. And Cloud Fiesta just be going, well, I guess we keep farming, and they're very pleased with life right now.
Yeah, they can take a Clown Siesta if they want to. It's
Oh,
just
no,
whatever they
that's-
want. They got plenty of time. Bombas, though, I think they're happy that they're in the place where most of the other teams are. If they run into anybody, it doesn't seem like we've seen too many other teams that have level 5. And once again,
Oh,
4Gamers
boy.
Gaming trying to run away. Oh,
Oh,
this is tough.
4GG.
Oh, manages to make it, but I mean, how long can you run away
Where'd you
from
go?
this?
They're waiting.
Oh
The
no, we're
shot,
not doing the
snipe.
glider tech.
Not
Fuck.
quite hit.
Ooh.
Good
He
dodge.
didn't watch the movement guide.
Snow with the fancy flying coming straight out of Top Gun with top marks.
Yeah, I think dropping
getting it
out
away?
of
Snow
glider as
goats?
they got hit by the snipe.
4GG might be
that's,
best.
that's a good read, and think that, okay, this is the one that I'm about to hit, and making sure that you do not get spiked. But Tom Kick just hanging out over there, doing a little bit of a dance. I'm not sure. I think they're trying to figure out, like, does somebody have a key? What are we doing with this chest here? And it looks like nobody does.
Yeah, Snow.
This is so
away.
horny, bro.
He's heading towards winter, but they might still be being melted.
This
as
is
chips
so
are here
horny.
On the oath. Throws down the hammer. The snipes continue to come on through for Hot Biscuit, looking to continue this chase.
Boys.
Hot
The
Biscuit
opportunity
versus
to throw-
Snow seems like a bad name matchup, doesn't it? It'd definitely melt
Right,
you.
I know, that's so
Yeah.
true. Maybe it's like maybe
What
it's
the
Snow
fuck
from
is
Final
this,
Fantasy,
bro?
just like this big bruiser of a guy who just rides a motorbike. Maybe that's the way.
That does fit with playing Kingpin, I feel. I feel like that's kind of the
I'm
a
aware that was a
one-for-one.
deep cut. Like, I was just where my brain went.
No, it works for me. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, so I'll take it. But ooh, initiation with the ult.
I'm surprised
Nice,
no
they're
one
looking for it,
on
buys
EU.
time, and then the
Like,
rest
there's
of the
only
team
I've only
come
seen
on
one
forward,
oath
looking at Star
outside of
you
Bomba.
got
Oh,
down.
Aiden just
Spike.
fucked him.
Ooh, initiation
Wait, I
with
need
the
to see
ult.
that.
Oh, nice.
How does he
Looking
control
for
it when he
buys
does the
time, And then the
grapple?
rest of the team come on forward.
You think duo is going to be competitive or only squad of 4? I don't know yet.
Looking
I
at
don't know
Stones, and you got
Dude,
down.
he
Spike
fucked him.
over the abyss.
He
Make that
fucked
2.
him, bro.
Synod in danger, flawed.
Aiden
Hamster living up their
Bradyton.
namesake, as I think that fight was a little
Go to
flawed. Onto
sleep.
the trade they go, all aboard! But it'll still be
Okay, I mean,
Bomba.
mechanically, like, here's the thing. Did TFH just kind of fall the fuck over? Yeah, I mean, they're level 4. But did Aiden Brady just fuck him?
Who have got
Yeah.
themselves enough damage,
Aiden Brady
surely,
just
to
fucked
bring
them.
down the Kingpin, who is dethroned very swiftly.
Yeah, I don't know. I
And a
think
much earlier
duo
full
does have a ranked mode, but like in terms of like competitive, in terms of like watching games like this, I don't think there's going to be a duos tournament like constantly in
team
rotation.
elimination. I think that we
I mean,
got
maybe
last
there will be, I
time.
don't know.
4 Horsemen going down first, and that train. Honestly, I love the train. The train is maybe my favorite character.
I don't know. I view this
in
game
the
as
game
like
of
a
SUPERVIVE.
4v4,
It always
v4,
creates some
v4,
fun
v4,
situations,
type
whether
game.
it's
I
getting
don't
its
see it
own
as
kills
duos.
or just
It'd still be
making
fun to
these
watch,
fights extremely
regardless.
dynamic. But that is a
Tom
tough
is
spot
running
to
an
be
interesting
in,
build,
and unfortunately, that
for
will
sure.
be our first team going down. Like I said, Twisters. By the way, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but Twisters are going to allow a lot of these areas to be a little bit more traversable. And ooh, we're gonna see a boss soul.
Oh, what? That didn't hit?
Boss Soul trying to take out
Yeah,
those
he immediately
crystals.
thumbs up.
Still though.
Like,
of course,
okay, that's cool.
And now
Even though like
Gio
my hand was on
looking to
top
come
of
and
you.
contest.
All right, I'm telling you, this Cabanero
Of course,
guy,
on the other side,
he's
FF
actually
here,
not
looking
bad.
to be
This guy was
as
fucking
obnoxious as they
squads
can
left and
be.
right.
You said them done though. Same.
I do gotta say though, if Friendly Fire manages to get this armor soul, that is huge because they've got really good armor already. So being able to regen that is going to be
I
extremely
say
optimal
that,
for them. But
immediately
they get
gets hooked and fucked.
Massive damage out. They lose a member on the other
GG.
side. The third party,
The game's
Cloud
over now.
Fiesta, are bringing the jokes, and I don't think it's a laughing matter. Over the air they go, Lancelot and
This
Junker.
KP character
Split off from the rest of the team just
is
slightly.
balanced until you get invis,
Rice
but he
Cream and
didn't even have
Cloud
invis,
Fiesta
so he just
looking
got
at
fucked
vengeance
there.
for all that poor first game.
Well, already they're
He is a
doing
power
considerably better,
character.
but this is interesting. Everybody
only
just saying,
good
okay,
if you
maybe a
have
little
good
bit too
powers.
much heat around that boss or around that armor soul, and a lot of people just backing up.
That's
What the
Shattuck.
fuck?
Already they're doing considerably better, but this is interesting. Everybody just saying, okay, maybe a little bit too much heat
This is game
around
2.
that boss or around that armor soul, and a lot of people just backing up.
That's Shatter comes on through his pumpers.
TTV
and
should win
Turbo
this.
begin to duel it out. Chipser
Because
and
they have
Tom Kick
slam and the others don't.
playing against each other a long time, looking for the hooks.
Tom Kick!
Goes forward with the Kingpin.
They wasted 2 ults. Now is our time to push.
Admark and Tom Kick over the abyss, staying alive now. Hot Biscuit
Wait,
continues
what?
to throw out snipe after
What
snipe, trying to
happened?
keep that range for the hooks on in. Goes forward with the Kingpin, looking to trade this one out. Damage coming back. Admark and Tom Kick over the abyss, staying alive now. Hot Biscuit continues to throw out snipe after snipe, trying to keep that range up for the increased damage. Teldo hopping best they
Maybe
can.
we didn't
stays
have slam.
alive.
We just didn't see it.
They'll be stomping.
We didn't see the full fight.
wisp
I
towards that
look
top
at
of your
that
screen.
though, and they use
Friendly
2 of their
fire.
sustainable ults, and
Like
like
they're in the cold, lonely wilderness,
Feels
a
like we got
single
fucked
member
them.
there. A long way from friends.
Yeah, that must have been very scary. They were sitting there hearing that entire fight on the other side of the wall, and they're like, please don't come
Here
over
comes
here. Please don't come
Bomba.
over here. Please don't come over
They
here.
whipped the hook.
Everybody can hear me rezzing. But yeah, only one member was down. So they managed to get the res, but they're still relatively split up. Friendly Fire's going to have to find each other pretty soon, and
Bomba!
they're finding themselves in a tough spot. There are a lot of teams around them.
They are, and then we go towards this little bit of delicious fighting. Up into the eye of the storm goes the Jewel, looking for some more damage. The Felix burning people out, trying to get the incineration across as Tomi surges away, still not far enough. And the rest of TTV secure the kill, gets another hook, try to go on forwards, will get the stomp on down.
And CTV, I mean, they're still alive, but it looks like they ran into maybe somebody. Oh, I'm sorry, Boy, aka oh my god, I keep forgetting what the real name is. Gucci Good Guys. Yeah,
Gucci Good Boys. I know exactly the name that confuses us all.
Gucci
Yes,
Good Guys.
whatever
That is such an
team's
Adam
name
Mark
is,
name.
they were still
dude.
alive,
Oh, dude,
but,
Cabanero's
they
having
did
a
run-
real
they run into
shit
some Clown
game.
Fiesta, who's right here, and this is a
Last
three-person
game,
fight on a
dude was
relatively small
goated. In this
platform.
game, he's fucked right now.
Yeah, still playing back over
This
the
game
abyss,
is getting
and this is where the
fucked.
game
I feel so
starts to
bad.
get
Like,
a
dude,
little bit more
I was rooting for the guy.
tense when you've got the no man's
'Cause
land.
he was
which is
fucking
so
good
very
squads
deadly in
left
those
and right
abysses
last game.
from
He was going
screen.
crazy mode.
Here against Donato, looking to get some work down. Also killing the other side. Bomba finding more kills, of course they are.
We just keep the camera on them the entire time.
I don't
the
know.
fact
I
that
wish I
it's
could see
like,
just their
though-
POV for like how are they getting in all these solo fights? Like, do they know these fights are ISO, or is it just kind of happening? I want to see how
Joke,
you're
it's a
just.
joke.
We should.
Oh, no, they
doing
are,
it.
we should. They are going to get more kills. Level
Oh.
8. They are currently level 8 against level 6s here. This is a great ult,
Yeah.
but I mean,
That's
it's only
definitely
going to buy them
something he's
time, I
good at,
think.
Oh, Fable looking
Something
like
nice.
Fable 3 goes down into the abyss a little fast. Massive damage coming on through. The Auri gets that one as Myth does her work. The arrows landing swift and true.
Okay, the Fable 3 one, that one was a deep cut, okay, and also quite sad. But
Abyss
yeah,
Specialist
managing to get
Jewel
away
is
from
just
that's pretty
so
good.
scary
Bomba's there,
against.
strong,
Oh my
but they're
God.
not in a great position. They're really on the outside here, and oh no,
Can
look
we
at
say hi
this
and watch
live.
the
Can
EU?
you get caught?
Scouted.
I mean, they
I'm
leave
here
them,
to
yeah, at
watch
the, very
the
minimum,
region
but
that talks
they managed
shit
to get
to
away. It doesn't look like there's
cheeseburgers.
gonna be a follow-up, as they're gonna actually be engaging a different team up there.
They will, and 10 seconds on
Which I will
the
say-
most wanted will bring back.
They take a lot more fights. Are they always smart fights? No. But most of them actually are smart fights, to be honest. Most of them are smart fights. I wish NA would take smarter fights, too.
Back the one remaining member.
Enemy Oracle online.
Much better game.
I'm
from
always down to
Clown.
fucll
Clown
fight
Yes, they're doing much better
if
about this one.
it is
Besides that, I'll
a
note
smarter
there's only
fight.
one remaining revival shrine.
A smart ISO fight? Fuck them.
We do also still have that armor soul available, which spawned
True.
way earlier. There was a bunch of people fighting for it. Everybody backed up, and that was pretty much it. It does look like we are going to get potentially some nice drops here, though. You can see the team just walking under the dropship as it is currently. But yeah, seriously, I'm very surprised this boss soul has gone completely uncontested for like 4 or 5 minutes.
It's that now that the map has gotten so small as
It's
well.
'cause
It
everyone's
feels so
fucking
risky
here.
to try and take that without someone coming in to start a fight. And I
And
think
it's armor
everybody here
soul.
is just saying, look,
Why so
the
much
risks
strike
are
and myth?
not worth the reward at this point. Deathbox revival
Look, man.
on our screen is
Myth was actually not that
find
bad.
something. Clown Fiesta won't have
Strike,
any
though?
of it,
Yeah, it's too
though.
bad.
Trying to get the surge, won't
Ooh,
quite
with
find
the
it.
ult,
Up into the air they go,
unfortunate.
looking for the kill, can't quite secure it. On the side of your screen, there was a nuke that was fired, and an abyss spike.
Oh!
There's a few members.
Teldo
Get it,
just
though.
fucked him!
Trying to get the surge, won't quite find it. Up into the air they go, looking for the kill, can't quite secure it. On the side of your screen, there was a nuke that was fired.
Bomba!
An abyss spike. There's a few members go down, and friendly fire went very deep over that abyss.
Yeah, friendly fire went from running from one team,
Strike OP,
running
yeah, Strike OP,
Contest
guys.
to running from TTV to running into another team down in the south. They're just like, okay, yeah, well, there's just no way we're getting out of that. But The Clown Fiesta getting pushed slightly by TTV. The Clown Fiesta, though, has a great level advantage still. Again, everybody level 9, and we're just hitting, I mean, night 4, so they're quite ahead. They could be the ones being aggressive. I think they're just scared of getting third-partied because they've seen how many teams are
Is this
around them.
KR
And they
clown
actually might
emoji?
see a little bit of a sneaky rat here. Maybe not.
Shoot the bush.
Oh,
Every single time you see a bush, guys, I best be seeing you shoot it.
this is pretty scary.
Like, this is a kill point that you're missing out on. If this was a full squad, this is a knockout of the game that you were missing on. Shoot bushes, for the crying out loud.
Rat hunting. Do not walk into the bush. Do not walk into the bush. It's on the very edge. Not taking damage. You can't make it up.
Oh, if that storm was like an inch to the right. Oh,
Leave
Wait,
it.
how did he get found?
Bush is on
Who shot the bush?
very
Who shot the
edge.
bush, though?
Not taking damage. You can't make it up.
oh, if that storm was like an inch to
Wait,
the right.
what?
Oh,
Leave
they
it.
ran. No, what? I
should've
can't
just left.
believe it. I would have just stayed stealth. That was pretty good. They are going to be able to get away, but they
There's
were
no
there
way
for
we
a
let him
long
get away
time.
as last,
It's got to
though.
be like, wait, they were standing
Say
there that
something.
whole time.
That's mental. Where on earth do you go at this
Well,
point?
let's see
Bomber and Turbo
Okay, we hit the
trading
shield.
out.
They
Shield
whipped the
comes
shatter.
on through. Yeah,
We
shatter
went for a
is down.
shatter.
Return
We're
on
chilling.
the other side. Look at there as Aiden stays alive for now. Yaori.
This is unironically a good fight.
Some of that bishop poke into
We
the
back
air.
off.
Nice. It goes on
We look for
the eye
them
of the
'cause they
storm,
have shit
looking for some
zone.
more work.
They have double
The
nuke, though.
trade, you can
We
hear the
respect
air
it.
raid sirens coming on
Yeah, okay,
through.
this is good, but Missy wants to
Storm
keep looking.
spreads out.
He's the only one that
Stand in
can,
that
though, so
area
this is
anymore.
dangerous. He
Too
might, yeah,
much
he
to
probably
keep
dies for this.
Miffy goes forward,
Never
scouts
mind,
for info,
RJ
backs
is
away
crazy.
immediately.
Yeah, this
Oh, yeah,
is
chill, he gets
the
out.
the
Good.
spread here is going to be the corruption, zone corruption is going to be.
Aiden Brady, shoot a bush! This is your mantra. Shoot the bush!
Miffy
Aiden
goes forward,
Brady!
scouts for info, backs away immediately.
In his defense, he probably had like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, this is the spread here is going to be.
Oh no, here's the thing though. If he gets caught out by a slam or like a hook, he's fucked, and now Bomba's game would be fucked too. So it was risky, but I mean he's GOAT, so.
corruption, zone corruption is going to be
Not again.
really
Not
like
again.
awkward as far as where you can fight.
Nice,
oh
shoot
my
the-
goodness!
there we go.
Still go! No,
Okay.
get out of there! No!
Wait, but here's the thing. What if they knew the whole time and they were just getting set up? What if they knew the whole time and they were just getting set up? Because they might have. I could see Aiden being like, yo, guys, there's probably someone in the bush. Let's get set up so we can't get away. Like, imagine if he said that.
wanted to see them get to.
Because then it's okay you don't shoot the bush. You act like he's not there. I've done that before. That shit is so fucking fun. When you're like, guys, there's a guy in the bush here. Surround him. He doesn't know that we know.
The final 3 at least. But
Wait, why is my frame so bad? Is there something updating? Oh, I think it was Photoshop. Okay, my bad.
But unfortunately, they do finally get caught out. What is this positioning? they're on the they're on like a school pizza slice right there.
Yeah, school pizza slice. What? Like you sort of sniff it and it disappears. Like
Yeah.
Stay inside as the safe zone moves.
Ooh,
Right.
okay,
Well,
so
they're
it's
gonna have to
moving
leave
the
at
blue
some
line.
point.
This exact point. Okay, they're gonna get the revive. They're taking a lot of damage here. They should be able to get
Oh,
out of
hell
there.
well.
Yeah,
Relatively
they
safety, but,
probably
that is
die
still
the
so
moment they
scary.
have to get in the zone.
Bumpers found
Unless TF
themselves a
doesn't
little island
know.
to call home. Throwing up the spike walls.
I got a lot.
Fences
I can't lie.
valuable
These
for now.
casters, they got the funny. They got the
Trying
funny
to chuck
jokes.
it out with the hammer, but hammer, generally speaking, a little better at building those walls than knocking it down. It turns out in this game.
I wonder if they know that Clown Fiesta is sitting behind them. They are. I mean, they should.
I'm ready for a new
maybe
patch
had
of this
vision
game,
of
though.
them, but it is currently night, so it's hard to tell. And it doesn't look like they're gonna have to deal with this fight anymore, as it looks like Bomb is gonna be moving towards Capo.
Okay.
Isaac tries to find the picks, can't quite look for what they were hoping for. Will ult away, and there goes the Bishop trying to find a spike, can't quite do so, and the team is split. And Cathode Ray Tube, you're outdated for the last 10 years. You certainly
I mean, they just got
overstayed your
fucked.
welcome in this game. I say that, and maybe there's a chance for a bit of
I mean, they
vintage
just got
television
fucked.
play. But unfortunately for them, the cinema, this run is
Ooh.
just surely done.
I mean,
Nyzel looking for the
they're
surge.
just
The
fucked.
chase is so ridiculous on Jewel.
Wait.
And it's electrifying.
No
way!
fucking way that this
How
guy
on
gets.
earth are they
I mean, more kill
escaping this
points, you
far?
know.
But they only delay the inevitable.
All right, finally
What the
they get
fuck?
taken down. Honestly, though, again, a great escape. I wonder once again, if you get taken out by the storm, do you deny points? I wonder if that would have maybe been worth that. But they wanted to fight until their final moments, and I certainly do appreciate that. But Bomba's just gonna keep going. They've still got a level advantage here over TTV. What? What did the jellyfish
stored? Was it? That's a good question.
Yeah,
Into the ether, just disappeared.
Yeah.
Just decided it was done with this game. Goodbye.
Ooh, I like this this little setup that we've got going here. We've got like 8 spike walls. Gonna be kind of tough to push that position. We'll see if the storm ends up being advantageous for them or not. Sometimes you set up an entire position and then it's like, oh, we can't actually stay here. That's very sad.
But they have gnarled heart,
get
so
lucky,
they
but
can.
For now,
probably.
they have found themselves a very handy position. Bombers off the other side with the store nearby as well. Should be this point with the amount of knocks they've found. They will be in a great position to just buy up everything they need from the store.
See, like, this is what
revive
I
the
wish we could do, though, in NA, is, like, having this many teams in this circle would be great. It'd be so much easier to play.
Just north of
But
here. I think any team is
I don't know. It doesn't work that way in NA right now.
Damage organizer. Just about escapes for now and back away. Go Bombers.
Ooh, yeah, gonna be taking advantage of the store quite possibly. Maybe if they need to reset some of their armor, but look at how many choppers there are. This is a death field
So
out
many
here.
cannons!
I love this change. I've heard people say that it might be a bug, but I think a lot of people really hope that the bouncing chonkers just stay in some aspect.
No.
It's like the most aggressive kitten cafe you've ever visited.
No. Take these out.
These cats are hungry, and they are hungry for hunters. But
Yeah, but it's
yeah,
like
full strength teams.
yeah, at the same
a lot of
time,
times
though, like the level of team average, like I said in EU, is the average level of team is I think a little bit lower. So like it's so much easier to wipe teams fast. When NA, it's not that simple.
to get down to a final 4, there's going to be at least like one team that's running around ratting still, haven't been able to get a revive. But so far, I mean, this is looking pretty good.
That being said, Bomba's just better.
For every single team, that northern position is pretty
Just go
strong
kill them
though,
yourself?
because
Yeah,
there is
bro.
one most
I
wanted
mean, some of
player.
these teams, though, I'm not gonna lie, they just kind of fall over.
Tom Kick went over, tried to find something, can't quite
Maybe
find
that's
what
just
they
'cause
were hoping for,
Nyes is
still gets
goat.
back over comes the Auri, looking for a potential rejoin to the rest of the team. Phoenix Scout comes on through again.
Oh yeah, look at the team that's over to the north. They certainly saw that. A great set of vision with the Shrike. Also, they did lose all of their spike walls up top. I wonder if they just had their Shrike. It looks like Rise Cream. Maybe just snipe them from far away, just slowly take them out. It's going to be really hard to stop that. Obviously, they have the Shrike of their own, but not going to be the easiest to kind of fight back in that situation without just letting them get free damage on your little shields.
And again, Bombers already at this point in the lobby have 16 confirmed kills and the top 4. They are having a phenomenal first 2 games.
Yeah, they are looking to continue it.
I mean,
right
yeah, I
now,
think
feel
NA
like
has
their
better
center
teams in
position is pretty
general, but
good.
it
I
doesn't
feel like
take
where
away
next
from the
positioning
fact
of
that,
the
like,
next circle is going to be
EU
huge
probably
far
has
things
better
go. A lot of these
teams,
teams not really wanting
like
to
top
initiate
teams.
quite yet. They're testing each other. You know, they're testing the waters right there. A few people jumped over. One from Clown Fiesta, one from TTV, but nobody really starting to fight. Everybody just throwing things at bumpers. They're like, hey, we're breaking your walls. We're throwing little bombs at you. We just want you to know we're here. We're all around you.
We are in your walls.
Yeah, no, I mean, this whole argument for coming from a cheeseburger, I'm just being, like you're saying, I'm being completely real. I mean, I can say this, but at the end of the day, for me to be like, yeah, TLD's like right now for sure better than Bomba after our last performance is just, it's just fucking dumb. Like, let's get real, guys. It's just fucking stupid.
Clown Fiesta towards
That's
the
why I'm
north.
saying when
Turbo
Worlds
off
come
towards
around,
that west
then
hand- west-
the
west-
competition
west-
is
west
just
hand
so
side,
much
not
more
where the
fun.
Left-hand side works, but we'll stop mixing our metaphors.
Because then we
and
see this game
colloquialisms
at a
and
level in which I wish we could
towards
be seeing it
how
right
this one
now.
plays out, and we are looking towards our final standoffs. Map as well, Niza on that duel looking for a flank angle.
Now, this is great for pumpers
You can't
in one way,
TP
but also
that.
terrible. So they've got the most space of anybody once the circle closes, but they're
Oh
also...
man, did you see my brawl in NA? Dude, here's the thing. I'm not saying we're just gonna win for free. I'm just saying it's gonna be more fun. I don't know who's gonna fucking win. I mean, I have my thoughts. I'm not gonna say that because guess what? We're fucking competing. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying it would be so much more fun playing against the top of EU, the top of NA? Are you fucking kidding me? That'd be so fun.
Basically going to have
Korea wins. Guys, I forgot. Just remember, if you think you're good at a game, there's at least 10 Koreans that are better than you.
to be the spot that anybody has to push into if they want to move anywhere else. So being directly in the middle of everybody
What I will say,
very
though, is that the EU scrims felt infinitely easier than NA.
scary, although it looks like
I was also fresh mentally and not playing the game for 10 hours and before the NA scrims. So that's another thing to think about.
TV might consider pushing up north.
And it's also scrims, so, like, they don't matter.
Public enemies #1, you would have thought for Pumpers, but instead they're looking to start a fight. On another angle, another nuke comes on forward, forcing Clown Fiesta to back away. Damage goes on forward. Auri
Yeah,
now in a
what?
potential dangerous spot.
What the fuck is going on here? Let's see.
Into if they want to move anywhere else.
Is EU better? It's so hard. Like, I think Bomba had a much better performance. But it's like, here's the thing. This whole fucking argument is just so nothing burger, bro. Like, who fucking cares who's better than who? Like, look at it on a team-by-team basis.
So being directly in the middle of everybody is very scary, although it looks like TTV might consider
Yo, Loki, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
pushing up north.
It's like the dumbest shit
Public
ever,
enemies.
but, like, it's fun to think about. But in reality, it comes down to so many things. It comes down to, like, the meta. It comes down to how they were playing that day. What I will say is on this patch, I think Bomba showed better. They showed up better than TLD.
#1,
And I was on
you would have
TLD.
thought for Pumpers, but instead they're looking to start
I'm
a
just
fight.
being real.
On another
I'm just being real.
angle, another nuke comes on forward, forcing Clown Fiesta to back away. Damage goes on forward. Auri now in a
Oh, they
potential
got
dangerous
fucked.
spot as overcomes Monty. Into the air they go on the duel, trying to find some damage. The damage continues to fly on forwards. Execute with the shift, trying to get on forwards. And here comes Pumpers, taking their moment to look for the third party.
But
Making a
guys,
fourth.
we have to third the third. Because now we're getting thirded by Bomba. But guys, Bomba played the BR better.
Being directly in the middle.
I'm not saying you guys like this patch. I'm saying you guys played the patch better than us. I'm not saying that you guys only won because of this patch. Let me clear that up. You guys just played it better than us, and it's very clear.
Of everybody is very scary, although it looks like TTV might consider pushing up north.
Public
I'm saying, like, this patch, I think your team very much
enemies
outplayed ours.
#1, you would have thought for Pumpers, but instead they're looking to start a fight.
Jules still OP as fuck? Yeah, I mean,
On another angle, another
it's just
nuke
very
comes on
polarizing
forward,
when there's an oath
forcing
in the game.
Clown Fiesta to back away. Damage goes on forward. Auri now in a potential dangerous spot as overcomes Monty. Into the air they go on the duel, trying to find some damage.
Like, if I was Pumpers and I saw Aiden go first, I think Pumpers looks at Bomba here, but maybe you don't.
The damage continues to fly on forwards. Execute with the shift, trying to get on forwards. And here comes Pumpers, taking their moment
Because now
to
we're
look for the
getting
third
thirded,
party.
but maybe you live
making
here?
a fourth as Bombers steal the home ground of Pumpers, looking to
No.
continue trading on
'Cause
out.
then they'd
They
say,
get
"Nah,
another
fuck you."
execute. Danger coming on through as the middle bullet is there. Bishop goes charging on forwards with those rocket boots. Mithy low but not down. In comes Clown
Yeah,
Fiesta.
Bomba
Still a
played
lot of
this really
HP and
well.
armor to work
Maybe it's just also because of where the circle was.
with. Can you
I don't know,
chase
they
people
played the
up
triangle
Aiden
pretty damn
in
well.
the air, stays alive for now, looking to retreat back towards the starting location. Not spiked quite yet. Just about gets over to safety.
Oh, and Clown Fiesta is the only team that was at full strength at the end of that. We get
4 teams is so much more interesting
than
3 teams,
in
though.
on Bombas.
They continue the damage. Nizer being attacked, so is Aiden. Mithy separated from the team.
Yeah, I mean,
Caught
now it's
between the
just like
remaining members of Clown Fiesta and
Bomba just
Pumpers
has to
coming in
live.
for more
But everyone's
action.
shooting
Hot
Bomba now.
Biscuit, full HP, can begin to snipe from a great position. Mithy low, but not down. Is
Yeah, I think
not
Bomba
burned.
played this really well.
Bombers get 2. Clown Fiesta's out.
And Pumpers only have 3 members left, but they do have a minute 40 left.
Yeah, this one, like, I think four teams left in a final circle is like the most skill expressive, because there's so much you have to fucking think about. Is it time to bring out the epic pen? Because, like, there's sharks in the water, right? Which is Pumpers and Bomba, and then, like, the sharks have to, like, look, like, they want to look at this fight, but they also want to look at them looking at the fight. Because if one looks too much, then the other looks at like, dude, that's just so fun. That's so fun to me. Everyone complains about BR mechanics, but I think it's so awesome. That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't care about the fight, but like you're just looking, and you're making sure you don't get fucked by these guys. I think that's so interesting though.
Into the air they go on the duel, trying to find some damage. The damage continues to fly on forwards. Execute with the shift.
Yeah, that's what I'm
trying to
saying. Yeah, but here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Aiden goes up, but then going here really hard and just like going too much means that means that Bomba gets to come from behind. But it's like this is the thing. Like both are looking at this, but you're also looking at this. And then one moment you commit too hard, the other comes. But like, dude, it's like, oh my god. The mind game just goes too crazy, bro.
Get on forwards, and here comes them through as a miserable in the air.
Only
Smithy, so, but
like,
not
calming
down,
that is hard.
is not burned. Bombers get 2. Clown Fiesta's out.
Behind to push them forward.
Into the back
At the end of the day, like both teams still live. Still 2 squads left to get the fight that they wanted.
From the Oath. Blixman in a
It's just that one got more
position. Hot
KP than the
Biscuit
other.
to half HP.
Because
Heals
of like
up.
overlooking.
So the Bombers, and we reset and we go again.
All right, let's see it.
Oh,
Here's
but
the thing
this
with
time
no
is
oath
counting
now.
down.
Like
They've
Nice
gotta
gets to
move,
do whatever
and
the
they are
fuck he
gonna be
wants.
moving in first.
Apple. Gut spikes. That's the most wanted out. Hot Biscuit in danger. Will not be jumped
Wait, is
on
Hot
too much.
Biscuit about to go
Nicer.
crazy mode?
Doesn't get taken out.
No.
Times it well. Surges forwards. And they get a first place, and you bet they've got the
The
most
eyes.
kills
What's
again.
going on with the eyes?
Oh yeah, I mean they.
Oh,
I
but
skipped
from the
it.
Oath,
Oh my,
Bombers get 2. Fiesta
pushing in.
not down. Pumpers
Yeah, we'll just play it again.
looking to continue trading on out. They get another execute. Danger coming on through as a miserable bullet is there. Bishop goes charging on forwards with those rocket boots. Mithy low, but not down.
Hold up. Back it up.
Forwards, execute with the shift, trying to get
What's
on
up,
forwards,
Goat?
and here comes Pumpers, taking their moment to look for the third party, making a fourth as Bombers steal the home ground of Pumpers, looking to continue trading on out. They get another execute. Danger coming on through as a miserable bullet is there. Bishop goes charging on forwards with those rocket boots. Mithy low, but not down. In comes Clown Fiesta, still a lot of HP and armor to work with. Can you chase people of Iden in the air? Stays alive for now, looking to retreat back towards the starting location. Not spiked quite yet. Just about gets over to safety.
Oh,
This game is so
The
random.
only team that was at full.
I mean, like, there's a lot that's going on, but like until you, it does look random, but like when you play it a bunch and you learn the BR shit, it gets so interesting, bro. Like, it's just so good. It gets like, this is so interesting to watch when you like get it. You know what I mean?
Strength of the.
But I could see from like an outside perspective, it's just like, what the fuck is happening? It's so rando.
End of that, we get to imagine some pickups, but they're actually
Oh,
going to be
man.
pushing in on Bombas.
They continue the damage. Nicer being attacked, so is Iden. Mithy separated from the team, caught between the remaining members of Clown Fiesta, and Pumpers coming in for more action. Hot Biscuit, full HP, can begin to snipe from a great position.
Holy fuck, Mithy's just letting it hang. 1 HP, says, I don't give a shit. Let me kill this guy.
Mithy
Middle equals lose, but like it doesn't though.
low, but not down. Is not
Not when there's 4 teams left. Then it
burned.
gets
Bombers
interesting.
get 2. Clown Fiesta's out.
With jump pads
Pumpers
too,
only
it gets
have
different.
3 members
With
left,
powers
but
and
they
everything?
do have a minute 40 left on.
Like generally, yeah, if you're in the middle of 2 teams, you're gonna die. But when there's 4 teams,
The
everything
most
changes.
wanted. Oh my goodness, what kind of initiation is this? The
Wait,
newcomer-
wait.
Out.
And Pumpers
I
only
think we
have
see it now.
3 members left, but they do have a minute 40 left on that most wanted. Oh my goodness.
Aiden says, "Fuck
Get 2.
you."
Clown Fiesta's out.
And Pumpers only
Yeah, I
have
mean, I agree with
3
you, Chipso.
members left, but they do have a minute 40 left
4
on
teams
that
is like
most
8.
wanted. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he just. Aiden says, "Yeah, fuck this. I don't care." I'm not gonna lie. Aiden needs to get some more sleep before tournament days. Good morning. Good morning. I thought I slept in
What
today.
kind of initiation is this? The new coming down as well behind to push them forward.
All right, guys, I'm going to keep playing this. I need to use the bathroom real quick. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to watch the rest of the tournament. And then once we're done this whole tournament, I'll give my thoughts, and then we'll stop the stream. Be right back.
Into the backline with the Bishop, continues to shove on forwards. Nicer surging as well. The Earth shattered down from the Oath. Blixman in a dangerous position. Hot Biscuit to half HP. Heals up. So the Bombers, and we reset, and we go again.
Oh, but this time is counting down. They've got to move, and they are going to be moving in first.
Apple. Gut spikes. That's the most wanted out. Hot Biscuit in danger. Will not be jumped on too much. Nicer doesn't get taken out. Times it well. Surges forwards. And they get a first place, and you bet they've got the most kills again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were getting kills throughout the entire game and the first place. What an unbelievable team. And also, I love the fact that that ended in an aerial fight. I love when we get the aerial fights, but it can only last as long as you can stay up there without having to use your glider and getting spiked. Great stuff. And I have to guess, of course, for anybody who just tuned in the middle of that match, there are points for eliminations, there are points for placement, but I'd have to guess that that is going to be probably lead on both for Bombas.
You'd imagine so, because Bombers came second in the first game with, what was it, 23 kills, over half the lobby, which is pretty nuts. Of course, remember, revives can change that one around a little bit, and yeah, Bombers continue to do unspeakable things. Just so
Did you just see the stats? Did you just see the stats? That's that. So last game I said that Bombas had almost as many kills as the entire rest of the game combined, and this time that is well, it's not true quite yet. Again, they are two. Okay, so they got two more than the rest of the entire lobby combined. 23 eliminations again for Bombas. They are leading this game by what is it, 17 points? That is no, not 17 points. I'm sorry, 19 points. I did not see the second place very well. But yeah, they got 23 kills again. So that's a total of 46 kills. That is over an entire lobby in 2 games. That is crazy.
I mean, for context, people, the next highest kill count in the game was 9. 9. That is the next highest kill count. Bombers are dropping nukes in this one. Their namesake is full of a lot of very deadly warheads.
How was there a SUPERVIVE competition when the game isn't out yet?
73 points for Bombers, and Pumpers in second place.
Game is game. 10 ads. Fuck this. I'm out. Goat. Hold up. I'll wait to respond until the ads are done.
I think together at the end of a beta
are taking a lot of fights, and I believe that a lot of this is coming down to their
sets of gold armor apiece.
All right, are the ads done though?
To be
All right. So here's the problem, right? Go. Let me explain something to you. There's this thing in life called a necessary evil. Twitch kind of fucking blows, all right? This website, kind of terrible. But the 3-minute ad when no content is going on is actually a good thing. Because imagine this. Imagine you click on my stream, right? You're completely new. And you get those 3 minutes of ads as pre-rolls. Understand this. 3 minutes of ads when shit's actually happening and the entertainment's happening. Versus 3 minutes of ads when I'm taking a fat piss. Necessary evil here. For the new viewer experience, for your viewing experience, I make sure I run ads when nothing's going on. And now I will not be talking about advertisements, because another word that's short for that is now banned for the rest of stream. All right? Let's get back to the action.
Fair. It's the first games played in terms of show matches this time around for the likes of Flawed and for Darkin. Sinoid falls, Flawed the last series.
What the fuck happened?
Coil.
Hold up. Pause.
Friendly fire.
Yo,
we do need to
the
see
level 1
an
fights are
early
crazy.
Bomber elimination, I feel, to sort of reset the lobby. And Dia, as everybody drops, we see Bomber and Turbo Velocity and Friendly Fire immediately entering scraps.
Everybody backing off around this camp. Turbo Velocity should have the advantage in finishing it, but they're not going to stick around. If you're able to finish the camp, the likelihood that you get level 2 really high, but
this just is so crazy to me. You are Jewel, and you are willing to take level 1 fights.
just a little bit too risky to stay there. Elsewhere, Mana Coil's really popping off right now. We've already got a res on Oath,
want our cooldowns?
TFH are backing off.
And one of the teams which is really struggling this series. To be fair, it's the first games played in terms of show matches this time around.
At this point, I'd just chase him.
And for Darkin.
He's not getting away. He's a KP.
Flawed, the last survivor, the 4 horsemen. Well, they are supposed to.
That
be
is
the onset of
crazy
death,
to me, by the
like
way.
death is coming for them,
that is crazy to me. take fights, but like, don't be
just
fucking
to bring this back to
stupid.
composition, something that I'm really looking at. I do think.
Or
that
am
is gonna
I
be
the
a weakness
stupid
of Four
one?
Horsemen. If they're gonna drop early, they don't want to take a fight first because with things like Kingpin, Oath, and Aluna, you're already missing so much damage.
Friendly
Maybe
fire
I'm the
to
stupid one,
now.
chat.
2 sets of gold armor apiece here in Cold Fang Keep. We will leave them to their devices, check in elsewhere as Pumpers move into Mana Coils, where they will find Met. With Clown Fiesta going to rotate out on the Zeph, taking a long way around. Surely got a sense of Pumpers to the right of them, brewing some vibe, but Clown Fiesta going after this Vault Deer, and they might be in for a rude surprise.
Yeah, because Clan Fiesta do have a flank, they gotta be careful not to get engaged on either side. It's gonna turn into ultimately Cream being the last one out of there, being able to defend this angle with Shrike. You can shoot through these walls, so there's quite a bit of poke that can come back onto Pumpers,
Okay, but
Pumpers
these
also
people
have the
should
vault
be.
advantage, and we've
My
even got a
God, we are shitting on them being dumb. Why isn't the whole team ready off that bishop punch, man? Like, this is so dumb that they're gonna,
defend
that
this
Pumpers are gonna
angle
get away
Shrike.
with this.
You can shoot through these walls, so there's quite a bit of poke that can come back onto Pumpers, but Pumpers also have the vault
This space
advantage.
is
and
so
we've even
bad.
got a
I
small
hate this
play
spot
off and
around the vault.
engage here with Bishop. Already
There's just
Blitzman
no
is
way
low,
that
and
Pumpers
Shipsaw
wins
is
this.
completely isolated on the side, taking a 1v2.
Okay, nice.
Took the 1v2 past tense, but the vault has been opened and Blixman has picked up a
Okay, they should
T3
oh,
armor in
but we
there.
just trolled
Spike
it.
onto Mortisy. Rise
Oh,
Scream's
but we
gotta
just
get out.
trolled
Mets
it.
has got
Oh,
to
we
dump. I mean, look at the
just
great
so
stun there
trolled
from
it.
Chapel, but brilliant work
What
from the
is this
opposition
team
Met
fight?
there, bringing him away and out of danger. Rise Scream falls to Blixman. In goes Miko, trying to find those stacks on the duel.
What the
Mortisy
fuck
pops
is
the thing, a
this?
Vibe
Wait,
beam,
Pumpers died for this,
goes in with the
surely
Bishop,
now, right?
finds the knock. Incredible play, but then the response from Hot Biscuit
you
on the
guys are just
strike.
getting
Early game
fucked.
monster bomb. Met again, bringing Mortisy
Hot
away,
Biscuit
looking for the
show.
revive. That's a very
Hot Biscuit! Yo, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck is this? Is this what?
risky game to play.
Man, come on, man. What was that?
And Clown Fiesta drop at 10.
With the last shot, Hot Biscuit just barrel stuffs this Zeph. No escape, and Zeph critical in that engagement as well. Great Vortex charms, excellent revives. I really liked the way
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Hot Biscuit and Chapel just fucked them.
those two Zephs played off each other. A lot of skill expression on that.
That shouldn't have happened, but it did.
Profit, dear.
Holy fuck.
I wish I had a replay for the top right of our screen because we just saw Treadsy fall. The last of Bomber. They're down at 9.
Bomba
All
lost?
of a sudden, this entire
Happens. I mean, they already have,
series
like, Thanos
blown
points from the first two
wide
games.
open for the chasing pack.
Okay,
and I really
I will not facilitate here sitting that EU is a bad region, though. I'm not going to be watching that and be like, nah, bro, EU is actually terrible. Because they're not. But what the fuck was that?
wonder at what point in this series we're going
already
to
have an
see
NA Hot
someone
Biscuit.
actually
It's
overcome
Pine.
them, because yes, it is blown wide open, but we got to remember they have 73 points and the next team has
Pine is
30
really fucking
over
good.
2 games. So
don't
will anyone
understand what's
actually
going on,
surpass them?
man.
It's
Yeah,
going to
like,
take
what?
a lot of kills, and that's where it starts right here as we
Okay,
kick
this is a
off
good
another
fight.
point. I
Last
really wonder at what point in
I mean,
this
like, this is a
series we're going
reasonable
to
fight.
see someone
Wait, no,
actually
it's not.
overcome them, because yes, it is blown wide
Arcane
open,
has
but we gotta
Kaiju.
remember they have 73 points and the next team has 30 over 2 games. So will anyone actually surpass them? It's going to take a lot of kills, and that's where it starts right here.
I'll say, though, this is, like, the most winning fight, because then you have blue. You don't need fucking powers if you have armor, if you just hit a hook. But, like, we took this fight horribly.
Kick off another fight. Toomey
this fight's
getting
actually
aggressive,
fun.
finding the first knock on Lembo.
I think you
Like the
can win
second
this
on
fight just
SIO
fine.
as well. Lembo's gonna fall to their demise. It looks like it helped on their way by Toomey, who's effectively claimed that double kill, forcing Cathode Ray team.
You still could have
into
won
the
that
retreat.
fight.
North there, we see Vivat Venazio there.
Like,
really
this was
teaming
more
in.
reasonable than... Okay, there was a team in Vault. They leave Vault. Oh, let's just open the Vault now. Let's just put ourselves in horrible space. And then somehow we burger flip it. What the fuck did I watch in that maze fight, bro?
All of their own space.
They
They're
should have
not going to
died
be
for that, but
encountering
they
anyone
didn't.
else for a long time yet. But
They
finally,
almost
a
did,
moment
but then
to
Hot
breathe
Biscuit just
here,
fucked
and
them
if
with
anybody
Chapel.
else did notice that kill feed, everyone's going to be now formulating, okay, what do we want to do? Because you,
Is it
you are
luxury
quite right
goods?
to point out, we need to see
Is
a
it luxury
Bomber level
goods?
of
'Cause why does
domination
everyone
game
have
number 3
red
to make
shit?
things really interesting for our final game.
do wonder what team will take up that mantle. Will it be one of these? Pumpers have already taken several engagements.
now
and
they're
they've
just
got
chilling.
the ability to pick up more kills.
I mean,
as
now they have
Toomey and
ults, so
Retry
now they
fall
get to run
very
the game
quickly.
down. But
the
it's like
burst
that
on
early
Pumpers
fight
is
was crazy
wild.
to
They've
me.
got not only Bishop engagements, but are one of the
What
few
the
teams to be
fuck?
running Shrike that when things line up, does an incredible amount of damage.
I'm willing to put it out there. I think Hot Biscuit is the best strike in the world right now.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he's pretty good.
I think especially when we talk about that late.
But are we
game
just gonna forget
drop-off,
about Pine?
I don't ever feel.
Are we just
that
gonna forget
with Hot
about
Biscuit
Jack?
in a solo 1v1?
I don't know. Maybe I need to run a strike tournament.
Me up.
Maybe I
ready
need to run
be
a
his
strike
duo.
tournament.
Meteor Souls on the way. Teleport Soul and Armor Soul for those interested. TTV, though, very interested in this engagement. Kaiju Blast catches us 2 for a stray. Sinoid falls. Dark falls, and once
Tom
again,
just fucked him.
the 4 horsemen simply fodder
He can have
for
it.
the
I
lobby
mean, yeah,
right
strike's pretty shit.
It all happened so quickly. I mean, the ults almost superfluous at the end just to help finish off a few kills. But that is going to be the nature of SUPERVIVE when you're able to land a few critical cooldowns, whether they be powers or
All right,
your
interesting
very
fight.
own.
But there is a team that is level
It
5 with
extremely
double
difficult
reds
to
now.
escape,
So
and we're gonna have a few more thrown
sadly,
out
I
right
think
now. You do not want
one
your
team is
Luna on the
bound
front
to win
lines. Hot
this.
Biscuit, however, takes to his own. Snow caught between everyone is going to fall, which means no Kingpin, no frontline, and Chipsaw
4GG is smart at
certainly
least in
got
trying to run.
plenty of room to bully this team out.
Snow really unfortunate there with a rather larger hitbox gets caught on the wall, and that's free KP over to Pumpers. Meanwhile, TTV taking a little look at the Gucci good guys going after this soul.
Gucci
Down
good
goes
guys.
Campfire looking for the steal here. Adamox getting
Oh, it's a
closer.
big
We got a
slam.
lovely finale, but Telgo
I mean,
looking to put a finish to this fight.
good
Fable
slam.
taking down
Good
OC
slam from
elsewhere
Adamark.
on the map, but
That was
TTV
beautiful.
have been able to steal away the teleport soul right from underneath the noses of the good guys.
Sadly, TP Soul is not that OP in a tournament setting. It is pretty fucking good, but it's not OP
Be able to
like
get
it is
away
in
on
Pumps.
Bishop, but TTV's Soul Secure is really good, and we've got one of my favorite souls in this game, Relic. So let's talk a little bit about this. Yes, we've got Armor Soul with Teleport Soul taken as well. We have a team that can be anywhere on the map at any time.
I mean, especially if the ring trends towards a place with plenty of abyss. What a clutch soul to have. There's no risk of going over that abyss and getting spiked yourself.
Strike
You can
isn't
just
completely useless in Final
go
Zone.
there.
I mean, yeah,
it's as
that's
simple
kind of true.
as that. Less simple is this fight as the Earth Shatter goes down. I think OC15 just managed to avoid it. In goes that Kingpin once again. Hot Biscuit being well covered by Chipsa, and they get the first kill as well on Arcane. Toomey and Retry, the entirety of the good guys spread. OC's going to be put to bed by Blixman. Chipsa finds Toomey, but
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
I
Relic
am
was
looking at
spitting
that
there.
fight amazed by what we just saw out of Chips on Hot Biscuit. The duo played that incredibly, and they're going to have to do it again as they do
Alright,
get
this is
engaged
Pumper's
on this
game
team. Hasn't
now.
had a chance to reset, but Chipsaw again in the front lines and unkillable on this Oath.
I'm
Well,
just
I
looking
mean,
at the levels.
Bro's got
I'm
a bit
asking myself,
special blue
why
armor
on
with
earth
Kaiju
did you go
scale.
for this 4 horsemen? Manages to catch all 4 with the Earth Shatter, but I mean, what's the next step? And they're going to go down here, Diablo. Ori over on the other side of the map fighting Cabanero, and here's a
Bro is
third-party
literally
situation
Thanos.
as well. 4GG surely
Dude,
going to be
Blitzman's
keeping
even
an
more
eye
Thanos.
on that rotate out from the 4 horsemen, a rotate which they've been able to complete.
I'm watching 4GG and going, I don't know, I wouldn't engage this right now. Pumpers have been on a rampage so far, and I don't think they're showing any signs of slowing down. The rotate out of here is going to be a little bit
I mean, when they're the strongest
slower,
team in the
but
lobby,
they've
it's
got
their job to
plenty of
thin
space
as
on
many
the
teams
west
out
side
as
of the ring
possible.
to do it. Or if they want to go east and maybe pick a fight with the boys, I think they could do it. The
Which
Gucci
they're
Good
doing.
guys are looking pretty
So good on them.
engageable right now.
Did you check out that itemization, by the way, on Pumpers? 3 abyssal items, 2 on Blitzman, who, as... Ooh, what did I just watch?
GG Pensato.
That's a...
Pensato?
I just saluted my monitor. It happens to all of us.
Oh, no.
GG
Oh, well.
Pensato.
Let's put that firmly in the past, shall we? And take a look at the present. Turbo Velocity going after Cathode Ray team, and that Wisp is going to fall into oblivion. One more
Happens.
KP to the pile.
Abador gets hit by the train a good amount of times.
A nice way for TTV to be playing this out. They've already got very nice armors and sort of checking out their loadouts. Plenty of powers as well. They haven't had to suffer too many
what's
resets.
about to happen in
And
here?
speaking of resets, we've actually got a few. As Friendly Fire respawn in Kobayashi's. Laud looking for a hook, does not find it onto Fable, but I know a lot of people now know this. If you end up hooking somebody, doesn't do damage, doesn't draw aggro, but you still can kill on the orb.
That is correct. An air blast, however, which does one singular point of damage, I believe, I think does count as a kill. It's lots of minutia when it comes to what I'm affectionately labeling the core of Kobayashi's, as opposed to the heart, which is that lovely big thing in the middle of the big green bit. You know what I'm talking about. 8 teams, 32 players. Our 10-minute mark has come.
Air blast
and
does
gone.
1 damage?
Ring-
Does it actually?
So, I mean, we talk about Kobayashi's. It is circling in there, and circling in is Vivat Venazia now on pumpers.
You just can't stop these guys.
I mean, no, you
watched
can't.
that chip saw.
They're
I
Thanos
knew
this
there
game.
was nothing that
Unless they
you
turbo
could do
Omega.
against that. Vivat Venatio completely split up, and now they
That's
are
what the
back in
caster just said?
Kobayashi's,
Oh.
and at nighttime too. You can't even res safely. At this point, it's about waiting things out, surviving, and then maybe going for a res. Either Kobayashi's elsewhere, it doesn't matter. But right now, you are not safe as a solo.
By this point, the 4 horsemen are just happy to be here. They have been the whipping boys of the lobby to this stage. As fate strikes, hides in the bushes. You'd think that a Hudson would be visible, but this is SUPERVIVE, baby. Different rules apply to different people and different hunters. And 4GG there, picking up another item, keeping an eye on Friendly Fire, who've got they've got themselves in a real pickle here. The 4 horsemen,
fucks.
well,
Holy
downtrodden
shit.
and out. Not on. No, if they're going to say anything about it, go in and find a kill immediately. Here's 4GG now with the third party. Earthshatter sees Junker
Up.
fall to their death. There goes Diablo, though. Sinnoy, the 4
GG.
horsemen being split up. Friendly Fire already gone and out there. Just a beautiful punish from 4GG.
Quite a few kills that are unanswerable right now. FF playing around this res beacon aren't going to be able to pull anything off here, and aren't looking to it either. Instead, just playing the island for island and abyssal control's sake. We've still got a big spread of teams though, and we've got a res finally starting up. It looks like we had that Hudson go for a quick reset, isn't going to find it. Face strikes instead, now trying to get back into Kobayashi's, where you should, and I say should, be safe.
I cannot believe that Cabanero
He's
did
gonna
not
get
look
fucked.
for the knock, for the spike. Just seemed like an armistice was signed in mid-air. Speaking of, that's where we find Darkin, who's going to try and rotate right. Flawed is going left. Cathode Ray team find the 1. Are they going to find the 2nd? This would be 8 team.
You buried her. No, Flawed, you buried her.
4GG takes out Acme, though. They've got to be careful because that 4GG squad is north, going after them. Misses the Kaiju grab Lenbo and the Q as well. I think Flawed just about going to get away with this.
Have ult back up soon as well, playing very nicely around itemization. You can see the health start to regen.
He's dodging a
as
lot
he
of
was
bushes there.
disengaging there, not taking damage for long enough, but another engagement forward. This hover wings into the finale is incredibly powerful, and it's buying
Like, this is a
4GG
fight that
so
if
much
I'm
space.
FF right now, I would be
Anybody
taking it.
who watched the North American show matches yesterday,
I mean,
know
now
you're
that you
one
know
of them,
Pink is
dear,
near, like, maybe not.
understands the Hover Wings
Maybe
meta
take a
that
look
we
at
are-
Pink,
that
but,
we
like,
currently find ourselves
4GG is in
You
a
can
really
pull up
bad
some
spot.
Absolutely outrageous
definitely be
things.
looking.
If you've got Icarus wings on there as well, holy moly. But Flawed, whew, sweat off the brow. That is another full team revive for the 4 horsemen. How many are they on now?
Yeah, it has been a struggle bus for this squad, but fortunately enough, they just keep getting runs at it, so we'll see what they choose to engage next. Right now, going to hit the Forge real quick, get themselves a little bit more survivability. We still have 7 squads left in this game. That is a lot of teams yet to be taken down as the circle continues to pull us around Kobayashi's, which creates really fascinating end zones. I mean, it'll be very tough to decide who's going to come out on top of this, because we're likely going to get a very silly endgame relic.
Yeah, they don't come around often, but when they do, you can be assured shenanigans are afoot. I do wonder who dropped out at 8, actually, because there was somebody there that we missed.
Why did it turn off?
Turbo velocity, lovely hook, and that Earth Shatter, a little bit of overkill, but that is the support pulled out from Pumpers onto the back foot for the first time, really, today.
Wait.
Velocity,
Let's rewatch
lovely hook. Afoot. I do wonder who dropped out at 8, actually, because there was somebody there that we missed. Moving over to Turbo
Oh,
Velocity,
their whole
lovely
game's over.
hook, and that Earth Shatter, a little bit of overkill, but that is the support pulled out from Pumpers. Onto
Wait,
the back foot for
TTV
the
actually
first
might
time
win
really
over Pumpers
today.
now.
Another Hover Wings looking for an engagement.
Oh,
Teldo
no,
is not
they
going to
whiffed.
find this off of an ultimate, allowing the rest of Pumpers
Oh,
to
and
get
there
away.
goes
It is just these two.
all of the power
But
gone.
We talked about the duo of Chips on Hot Biscuit earlier, so as we've got a lot more teams falling, as everybody's trying to find a way into Kobayashi's, I trust these two more than anyone else to pick up the rest of their squad using the most wanted if need be.
One thing that Turbo Velocity was missing was itemization. They got it now. CRT do not have any more lives left. Drop at 7, and 4GG not looking too bad either. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legendary level items that they can count in their pockets. And yeah, we're moving to Kobayashi's. It's a real question now of whether it leans more towards Kobayashi's itself or whether there is going to be a lip out on the train line, dear, which... how on earth do you even try to play that?
This is going to be tough. We've only got a few seconds left, by the way, in the daytime. So it could be very... Actually, I spoke too soon. We're going to be sticking around here. So the standoff in Kobayashi's, engagement on the other side. Same thing, following up with the Oath ult. That's not going to matter
That
as
is just
TTV come in
unfortunate.
right behind, making things very difficult for the Four Horsemen. I gotta feel bad for them, but Diablo's dealing right now, coping
That is
and
unfortunate. You need
disengaging.
climbing boots
4GG
there.
continue on forward, looking for knocks on TTV, but they're not going to find anything as Teldo gets a knock on Ninja and now looks for the last
Because
two.
like fighting up when you're
Copium ran
below
out,
in
unfortunately,
power
ran
and there's
straight
another team
into
behind
friendly
you.
fire.
It's
Nemo's
the
got now,
worst.
but there is friendly fire once again. Nemo, lovely use of that shift midair, and they're going to return back, of course, activating that myth ability. Snow's going to fall to their death, but Nemo escapes, but not for long. Here's Gucci Good, guys. Ah, and that's the end of
GG.
4GG. Fall at 5.
And it's just in time for Pumas to get back in, Pumpers to get back. I don't know why I went Pumas to get back
Meow.
into the game. Sitting in Kobayashi's, they are, you could say, ready to pounce as they've now got their whole team back together. And there's so many squads piled up on the eastern side outside.
There's no respectability to claw back. They've already
a good
earned it
slam.
from us. Big engagement now from Adamark.
Adamark,
Finds the first
goat.
knock on Retri. Gucci Good, guys, back into the safety. Question mark of Kobayashi's. Turbo Velocity waiting. Guardsman on the edge of this shielding. The guards still around.
Guys.
And Hot Biscuit fighting a knock onto Toomey. There you go. You can use the core to claim KP.
It's just, you know, about controlling space. You got to be very careful with displacements here. The rest of the
And
team
now
does
TP
look
Soul.
pretty safe, however. TTV, remember, with Teleport Soul, have chosen to position themselves all the way on the north side of the map. Lancelot going to get back to the team as FF struggle for a way to engage this squad. A very well looted up TTV now has full control over this north side of the map. I don't see FF being very comfortable moving up to them, and we're likely going to see Tomkick throw out a couple more Kingpin hooks to see what we can find with these abyssal grabs.
Absolutely. It's such a high-value face-off, and that's a
Oh.
wonderful cue. The execute from Tomkick, and here comes Pumpers to execute the other side. Junker caught between a hard place and a very hard place. Falls to his death as well, but friendly fire survive. Dalaluna gets out of there, and now a very different prospect for TTV. There's Cabadero once again. The Hoverwings are doing their job, and they're going to find their way once again.
This is gonna get
into
interesting, for sure.
Kobayashi's, where Gugusea is already bringing a squad back.
As soon as Kobayashi's is excluded, which will be next ring, we won't have any more of these shenanigans going down in there. We are down to just 4 squads, and we've still got that Teleport Soul at play for TTV, who have retreated back up to the north again. Most Wanted also going to be up in the north, so look out for our Hover Wings Bishops to be making their way up there, because that is going to be the next place they can get the squad back together.
Cabanero
Speaking.
has found a lip of land. Pumpers are just asking for it. Come on. Come on. Just try and use your glider. Please give us an invitation.
I think Pumpers know this, but you're not killing
Oh
us,
my
Bishop.
goodness,
Oh
Tom.
my lord. On the other side of that, we get the Kingpin hook, instant knock Tom kick. Great play on the Kingpin. That's 2 times now where he's managed to find a pick for the rest of the team
Dude,
that
Tom.
is unanswered. We're going to see it happen
Let him
again
breathe,
as
man.
he gets the knock onto Arcane with
You're
the
fucking
slugs.
him.
This is excellent.
Like,
for
double armor
TTV,
shredder
and
is
I am putting
crazy.
this solidly on the back of Tom Kick right now. Great opener.
The radioactive plays from Friendly Fire pushes Pumpers north, and that puts them
grapple
extremely
blink
in
is
with a good
just
chance here of finishing
crazy.
off the Gucci Good Guys, forcing out that Bishop ultimate retry. That little lip of land is nowhere there.
Hoverwings Bishop is so
with
stupid.
Cabanero. Pumpers got to watch out, and there goes the Gucci Good Guys. It's Pumpers with yet another to the list. Top 3, dear.
Pumpers have put themselves right into the line of fire, though, of TTV. This Oath Shield now
TTV should
broken
die for
opens
this.
things up for a
Where's
big
the other
engagement.
team?
Adamark does find one, and right into the front lines goes Tom Kick, who is bursted down immediately. Pumpers strike back.
The shot calling has been sublime from Turbo Velocity, but that one was just a step too far. But Hot Biscuit has been displaced. Lovely shift. Gugu Saya goes for the...
Because, like, if I'm thinking, like, where are they going to go into zone? Like, this whole time when this engage happens up here, FF should literally just rotate here and fuck this team in the middle. But then that never happens.
Chase.
So Pumpers should have lost it, but then they
manages to
didn't.
get out and finds the firm...
Pumpers have put themselves right into the line of fire, though, of TTV. This Oath Shield now
I mean,
broken.
way too early to
Opens
slam,
things up for a
unfortunately.
big engagement. Adamark does find one,
And it's
right
just,
into the
like, too much of an engage.
right
without just walking a
into
bit first.
The line of fire, though, of TTV. This Oath Shield now broken opens
Yeah, then we over-engage, and we could have just walked, yeah.
things up for a big engagement. Adamark
Which is going to allow the Bishop to go from here
does find
all
one,
the way up to
and right into
here.
the front lines goes Tom Kick, who is bursted
This is a
down
bad fight.
immediately. Pumpers strike back.
The shot calling has been sublime from Turbo Velocity, but that one was just a step too far. But Hot Biscuit has been displaced. Lovely shift. Gugu Saya goes for the chase and manages to get out and finds the firm land underneath their feet again. Friendly Fire, of course, still got that nuke ready to launch. Both teams in front of them now. Turbo Velocity down to 3 in a scary place, but with most wanted, just 1 kill, dear, from Teldo, and this entire narrative is changed.
Friendly Fire, who have the majority of space. They find
nice.
the singular isolated Myth who tries to get away.
Oh,
yes,
but
she's
not
slippery.
nice
Is she
enough 'cause we missed
slippery
the direct.
enough? The rest of TTV come in behind looking for Nox, and they find one. Teldo reducing the timer on the most wanted by just a little bit. We've still got 3 squads left. We've still got time. We've still got hope for TTV.
It was the right team, but the wrong
I mean, you
player.
should
It
nade
was
this for
Adamark with the kill confirmed, and
Ah,
Pumpers
yeah.
going in, backs against the storm. Shaftly
Yeah.
just about
Wait,
made it.
but like
Teldo,
we were-
Adamark utilizing their
Should've waited
shifts.
for our
Adamark
cooldown.
falls into the abyss. It's all on Teldo now. Very scary moments as he throws his Pokeball. Go-Go Gadget, Abyssal Creature. Lancelot now looking for their own most wanted, and they secure it.
Enemies have captured a meteor
Getting
zone.
the full knock and a reset now for Friendly Fire. It's them versus the Pumpers. A big nuke going to deny area from the Pumpers, who have inherited the circle pole. Take a look. Pumpers have priority on this next ring. And after the games that they've had so far, it looks like they could be setting themselves to move from second last game to first this game.
But check this out. Friendly Fire, of course, the teleport soul was in the hands of Turbo Velocity.
We should have inted on
Friendly
that
Fire
teleport.
have
So,
picked
well, I
that
mean,
up.
I guess you
They
have
do
zone,
not
you can just hold
need
it.
to risk this. They can teleport wherever they want, as long as they're all in the same place, mind you, dear, of which the team is split. And that's exactly what Blixman is going to be looking out for as a little missile. Basically, just gives Gugu Saya the excuse to make the transition anyway.
Biscuit searching for bits of damage here and there. Again, incredibly effective on the strike this round. And I'm looking at this, the way that Pumpers are positioned, I think your best bet might just be to straight up cross. No gliders, no nothing, just hopping across the abyss. We'll see what Friendly Fire decide to do, but the thing is they don't have a whole lot of engagement. They're really relying on this Bishop
I mean,
to
there's
start
no way
fights for
they
them.
win
Gugu
this.
Saya to follow up outside of
Unless
that.
we
CCs
absolutely
basically
troll it.
No, we've got a full engage now going off. I
Oh
don't
my
see a lot
God.
connecting. Blitzman finally gets back to the team somehow, some way, as Cab gets chunked out. And again, this lack of engagement going to be heavily punished, as there's no way to do this.
Oh!
For Friendly Fire, they get knocked into the storm.
Chapel phenomenal. Oh, but look at the Oath completely overshot
We
their
should've let
mark.
him live, 'cause
Lancelot
then he's
goes
just
in
gonna res
with
full
that
health.
Jin, but has to go out, and they're not going to get out, sorry.
Some of these small
Scratch
things
that.
are just
Nuke
kinda
goes
like,
down, almost
whatever,
in
'cause we have 4
desperation.
reds,
They
like-
had the engagement in the palm of their hands, but Friendly Fire have had that responsibility ripped from their palms. The Pumpers the leaders of the chasing pack now for Bomber. Look to finish the job. Junker sent to the scrapyard here as Pumpers claim game number 3.
A wonderful finish for Pumpers and perfectly.
I think
Almost
Gucci
a
Good
troll,
guys also in that top
unfortunately.
4 weren't really part.
Perhaps.
All right, but we got one more game. Let us see.
Gold armor.
Turbo velocity, because once you find a pick like that, you may
Yeah,
as
super messy fight, but like you said, you have to really troll if you're gonna lose that.
there are going to be so many less teams. There's going to be so much more condensed.
One more. This is
last
it.
game, we had a team that managed to accrue a lot of nice items, armors, powers, because it was a little bit slower, because they got to take fights intentionally. If Bomba are sweeping away half the lobby and it becomes a race, if you need to start playing Bomba's game late, then suddenly it's not even going to be close, and we're going to see another massive gap emerge. So I want to look at Pumpers and say, now that we've seen you win a game that was a little bit slower, that did let you take your time, what do you do when the pressure?
So just going Academy again.
And breathe. We enter our final game. Damage Soul and XP Soul on the way during night 1. Cross Country Storm for our final storm shift here in EU. Yes, please. Pumpers, they're going to be looking at Blixman and Hot Biscuit for their damage carries. Blixman leading the lobby, by the way, last time out on 9 kills with a 7-kill streak for Hot Biscuit before he went down for the first time after that, Dia. They're on a roll, but let's see what TTB can do here up against Friendly Fire.
At least we're not going to be seeing
Yo, DJ, what's good?
shenanigans from TTV in terms of the souls, but in terms of the kills, they are absolutely writing a tale of chaos. Cabanero going to go down early. Junker will be picked up immediately. You can already tell the rest of the team is not even messing around trying to save him. They are giving this one up to Turbo Velocity, giving the whole POI up to Turbo Velocity, because once you find a pick like that, you may as well just find a res.
Find a res and get back to farming. I couldn't agree more. Well, you can see 1 gold armor in there. Really interesting gold armor spread across the map. I believe it's 2 on the train, 1 down at Scavenger Bay and 1 here up at Imatech Industries. On the train, Cathode Ray team who've worked out.
I'm not gonna lie, Relic is like putting in the work with the casting.
And they should have
Shout out to Just Relic, by the way. I'm pretty sure everyone from chat has already followed this and already seen this. Was looking at it again, but shout out to Just Relic. I'll put the video in the chat.
Oh, they do have one. Never mind me, Lembo. So
make sure you follow this. This is where a lot of the tournaments are going on right now.
I really do think that once we see the likes of Bombers and Pumpers,
yeah, a week-long trial was definitely not enough.
I don't see the confidence to go for an engagement so haphazardly, because just even the sniff of a third-party deer and all plans are thrown out the window.
You don't want to get engaged
Oh,
on
the
Acme.
B-Hop makes me sad.
I think Caught looking at the map, perhaps, is going to lose half of their health, and you're not seeing 4GG give up the chase on this. Acme going to get pulled right back in, still very low despite the heal that's gone off, and now gets engaged on by Snow. 4GG are not getting a lick of space, and the hook connects! The hook connects onto the gold armor! Lenbo does get across the gap, but that was a very scary situation. You do not want to lose your most geared up member.
It's a certified thriller here. Absolute cinema. Rain of Arrows goes down, but lovely heals here from that Aluna. Rooted. Snow looking for the engagement. Fables found the KO onto Go Ninja. Good shots here from the shotgun. Chips are finding Cabanero elsewhere on the map. And I think 4GG here, just again, the discretion is important, because they were starting to lose a little bit of control over that engagement. And CRT will look to rotate out now.
A quick recall and get you back to safety. I believe we're all the way, yes, back over on the train. They have not claimed another. So it's a disengage to the opposite side of the map. Despite not having teleport soul, this is a pretty
casters are actually pretty engaging.
Mirror.
Pretty good.
Four Horsemen and Vivat Venazio playing for the spoils down the bottom end of the table, and 4 Horsemen, a far cry, or should I say a far nay, from what we saw in the last game. 9 revives Flawed had in total, so they really were putting in the work, but Vivat Venazio are going to be sent home from work, not even 5 minutes on the clock, and they're out of here.
And that is our first full squad eliminated in this last game. Thank you for playing. Let's move on and find ourselves who is going to be that big squad at the top at the end of this series, because we're already creeping ever closer as the zone gets smaller and as the first day concludes. We're going to be unlocking ults soon for the teams that have not managed to find full knocks, full wipes, full kills. And those still perhaps in the making, as Bomba certainly have. That is the Bomba style. They've got the ult, and Mithy has already burned his to try and close the gap on Gugusea.
We've been seeing Pumpers in the kill feed. We've been seeing Turbo Velocity in the kill feed. We have seen nothing of Bomba as of yet. Make a name for yourself, lads. And there they are, Aiden BY with the spike on Gugusea.
That is the Bomba way. And now that they've started, I don't know where they stop. Moving by heart, they're going to have a UAV available to track down the next couple of fights for GG, starting to close their way in. Gucci good guys, getting zoned out by a chunker temporarily with Snow on the front lines. Tommy's spotted, and Tommy isolated is going to escape on the Jewel with a quick dash, but now is continuing to get collapsed on. Vortex Charm does not connect, but I'm not seeing this Jewel getting away.
Well, they got the Celeste with the chase, and Greninja's gonna find their prize, but here's Bomba with the punish, and that's gonna be Nemo in trouble. Lovely Ice Wall, hasn't quite gotten over the edge. Nizer into the back line, building up that passive Eye of the Storm. Treadsy does eventually fell Nemo. Here goes Mithy now onto Krabs, separated, Snow falls, and Greninja falls, and 4GG might fall here in total. We have to pan north, and indeed they do. 4GG out at 9.
You can't even compete with this. It's literally not late enough in the game yet. You're being run up by a Bomba, a terrifying team that has ultimates before almost anyone else. The other side of the map does give us EFH, who have the ults themselves, but they have just barely got those online as they knock out another squad, moving
I think
us
we all
down
know how this
to
game's gonna go.
7 teams overall.
2 challenges, down to 1. I saw the world picking up 2 kills there on Pumpers, and I would imagine that the train that is exiting stage right might be responsible. The 4 horsemen might not figure into the larger scale of things in this series, but they are sure as hell going to do their best to try and affect the outcome of this game. That just leaves Turbo Velocity as a chasing pack, but to be fair, dear, they have already picked up a number of KP. The question, is it enough?
Oh, Bomba's definitely won at this point.
You gotta wonder how far that'll get them.
Enemy Oracle
The
online.
disengage to the south here should give us a reset for the rest
Insane.
of Turbo Velocity. Tom Kick could not say enough good things about this guy last game, and now has a quick disengage down to the south. I'm not seeing a whole lot of ways to get the team back in, however, just one off towards the western side, and the western side is where Bomba rule.
Gotta be honest, not liking the look of this itemization. Double hover wings on Aiden BY, hover wings on Mithy, so they do have escape options as they challenge over this soul, damaged soul. As you can see, it's your map top left. Earth Shatter kind of snuffed though by the Oath Shield. Brilliant
Hold up, what
play.
the fuck?
Mithy going.
Why did that
Western
shadow not hit
side,
anyone?
and the western side is where Bomba rule.
Gotta be honest, not liking the look of this itemization. Double hover wings on Aiden BY, hover wings on Mithy, so they do have escape options as they challenge over this soul, damaged
Dude, that's the other
soul.
thing. Treadsy's like
As you
not
see,
even in
top
this fight.
left, Earth Shatter kind
Doesn't
of
fucking
snuffed
matter though.
though
I mean, that
by
snipe
the
did no
Oath
damn. Holy
Shield.
shit. Oh,
Brilliant
it's because
play.
somebody's wearing the
Mithy going
shield.
1v3. Why not? Cathode Ray team watching breathe for the ice wall down. Aiden BY ultimately taking up the knock on Sinoid, and that's going to be more KP.
I mean,
into
this
the
one's
pockets of
kind of like,
Bomba.
all right, Bomba just kills
All
everyone.
this, a fight over a soul as well. Whoever wins this engagement can choose to take another. They can choose to buff themselves permanently through this game. Flawed going to be denied that choice as they get taken down. TFH losing 1, but still safe enough towards the top side of the map. Bomba have converged, however, on the soul.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
are
they're just
picking
fighting
that
3v4
up,
because
while
they
other
can,
teams
though.
start
That's
to
the
move
thing.
down. CRT
Because, like,
Cathode Ray could contest
one of
this,
them
but
with
no,
how
it's
much
too
power
late.
they
Bomba
have,
picked up the soul, and
like,
now
with all the powers
extra
they have and
damage,
armors and
they
shit, they
should have
make
enough
up, like,
to take
1.5
this fight.
players.
CRT pop the finale, but Fable doesn't find any knocks, doesn't find any stuns, instead is collapsed on themselves as Bomba turn and burn an entire squad.
Or not quite. Where is the last member of CRT? Because you can see Fable's still up there. Somebody
Mid off
has
the bottom
been
left.
able to escape, but Besides the point, really, if we look at the overall narrative of the series, that's 3 more KP that Bomber can enjoy, and certainly Turbo Velocity will be understanding the gravity of the situation as elsewhere. We've got friendly fire here going up against the Gucci Good Guys. Lancelot isolating out Toomey here. Lovely work from Toomey to try and use that shift, and then ultimate out and away. Friendly fire are going to call off the chase as everyone starts to close in on that XP Soul, and, well, TTV finished the job on CRT.
It's just happening off screen, picking up a few knocks here and there. Looking actually a little further south off screen, we did see Tom going for a res earlier, and I believe that was found, but Gugusei are going to get knocked. Meanwhile, over on this western side of the map, things are really kicking off, and Gugusei may not be having a good time, but the Gucci Good Guys certainly are, as Toomey looks for a knock on Lancelot, who dips and dives with this Jhin, but will not stay alive because we finally got Bomba showing up to finish the job.
Let them cook. But Junker putting down a lot of damage, difficult to navigate. Chaos steps and friendly fire out at 6. That is another squad that has been damaged to too much extent by Bomber, who now turn and look at Soul. Gucci Good Guys in the area, they have vision, but no one else is to be seen.
This is the second Soul for Bomba. On top of the kills, on top of the squad wipes they've been able to accumulate, they could pick up not just damage, but XP Soul as well. And you know that the Gucci Good Guys want to stop it. They do start the engage off right, and they have an engagement on Nyza that almost takes him down. Jewel ult, however, saving him as Aiden throws him a heal, gets back into the engagement. We've still got this Soul, however, right behind Bomba at less than half HP, and they turn right back to it. They may not have won the fight, but they've pushed another squad away.
Yeah, really fine margins, and now Gucci Good Guys have got Clown Fiesta to worry about, so the Soul most likely, and is now confirmed, in the hands of Bomber squad. 3v4, level 6s across the board. Significant disadvantage here, Gucci Good Guys. Toomey completely surrounded, gets out of there, but for how long? The storm goes up, goes north, and Clown Fiesta are split. Most wanted available on the map. Kill confirmed on Arcane. And not a good minute here for the Gucci Good Guys.
It's kind of crazy to me that so many people aren't using the ring
Managing to
tech.
get away. They've at least got a chance to get back into the game. I'm not seeing a lot of most wanteds. We've got some res beacons that may still be available to them later, but Toomey's going to have to put in a lot of work to make it there. You have a lot of ability to stay in the air over here, fortunately, and we may see that be the main plan. Stop provides them
Oh yeah,
a little
Bomb
bit
is
of
winning this
respite,
game
but
unless
you've
they do a
still got
turbo troll.
Four-person squad on the hunt. Other side of the map, of course, brings us Bomba looking for some fights themselves. Squad has picked up the most wanted, so you know that this is just a two-person squad. Sinoid, isolated, destroyed. Bomba claiming another kill.
They've just selected their engagements to perfection. Turbo Velocity.
Now this is the only
wrap
fight they
things
might
up for the
lose.
Four Horsemen in this particular lobby, but the damage has already been done from their perspective. Pumpers eliminated a solid 5 minutes ago, but now TTV will know the full extent of the issue. Level 8, good itemization. XP Soul level 10 on the horizon in endgame for Bomber if they are allowed to get there. But that's the thing,
Smart.
if they
They
are
wanna try to get
allowed,
their XP
they are
Soul
going
up.
to need a little bit of fortune here, TTV. Maybe some collusion with some other teams to try and take Bomber down a peg.
Gucci Good Guys, even as a duo, did manage to find a knock in the meanwhile. This bottom half of the map really becoming where they fight for their lives. They've actually got a full knock now that gets finished off, but they trade that out for their Firefox. Gucci Good Guys back to a duo just as we look at them again. The same two people still alive.
Yeah,
This is
Bomba
not good
definitely won
news
this.
for
I mean, you
Turbo
can look at this.
Velocity as the chasing
This is
team.
about
There's
what I would say it
not a
looked
lot of
like,
KP
to be
available
honest.
on the board anymore. Yes, Deathbox revives for Clown Fiesta, but Gucci Good Guys have been a duo for a solid minute now, or a solo, I should
The
say.
final whistle has appeared.
They are a duo. There we go. There's the Bishop, just a little bit north of where Clown Fiesta now find themselves. Bomber squad, though, going after the Abyssal as if they needed any more help. Got a base camp down here as well. Itemization looking wonderful. We've got Abyss Specialist there on Nyza. Gold armor, blue armor, green. I mean, to be fair, armor not the best, but Turbo Velocity looking to take this game now by the scruff of the neck, forcing them off with that nuke, but not willing to pursue.
I wouldn't be either. Nuke, just cuts off a few too many options, and this UAV will give them a much better idea of how to approach the end game. We're finally seeing that storm shift come into play, though, because we are moving far. The cross-country
The
storm
last fight is
going
the
to
only
bring us
one
to
that
an
I'm kinda interested
entirely
in.
different location in the next couple of
I'm
seconds.
surprised these two teams are still
Indeed, if I'm
fighting. I mean,
Turbo
Retry
Velocity,
does
I
have
don't
blink
actually want to
tags, so
hit
it's
that
not
ring
like they
just
can't
yet.
get back.
I want to
Enemy
try and be
Oracle
the
online.
choke point for the likes of Gucci Good Guys, for Clown Fiesta. You need to farm as many of these players as possible to close the gap. Or maybe they've already consigned themselves to defeat. I wouldn't think that's going to be the Tom Kick way, certainly. But Gucci Good Guys and Clown Fiesta, big uphill battle for both of them, actually.
If you're going to want to win this, at some point you will have to reconcile with the fact that Bomba are your big problem to address. Let everyone else reset. Pick up as many kills as you want, but somebody has got to deal with this squad.
Oh, I think Retry might be able to
Guys
get this off.
continue to survive. We've even got the opportunity for a res here, technically, for Retry. And if you're thinking about wins, if you're thinking about points, I'd let this go off. Even if you risk losing the fight, you absolutely want the chance to pick up a few more kills. Bomba playing the circle, however, playing for the win.
That revive tower so
I mean, yeah, they've already won the tournament. Might as well just play to win the game.
Even if you started moving immediately, I don't think anybody would have been able to get there. But I do agree with you in essence of what is being said there. It's good news that the full revive has happened, because now Turbo Velocity have more souls on the map to claim as this storm moves east and in towards Mana Coils.
We've even got a few most wanteds being revealed here as well, so opportunities for resets. These teams can play around as they start to scrap. Thing is, Relic, we're not really quite small enough that these teams are forced to fight each other yet. So we've got quite a long time for them to set up, take an engagement that they like, get resets.
This is like the slowest EU game I've ever watched.
North. Now we're seeing a most wanted with a full 2 minutes still ticking down on it. Picked up. Bomba have started to make their way over, and this could be a way for these fights to kick off. We'll see what happens.
It's just Turbo Velocity. Sorry, go on.
Rejoin.
Yes, Turbo Velocity's conservatism, I think, is going to be their downfall here, because Bomba have taken it. Taken the initiative, found a knock, going after the second, chased up into the Chaos Steps, up towards Kobayashi. They're going to find Arcane. OC and his TTV, you're too late, dudes. You're too late. But mind you, Bomba have left Trency horribly isolated, and they get the, no, they don't get the most wanted there. Miko, but here's the Earth Shatter, finds 3, and now Turbo Velocity pounce.
Turbo Velocity almost find the hook as well. Tom Kick, though, not
All right, we
coming
need
up
to
with
kill
that
these teams
engage.
top
Is
left, though.
going
We
to mean
need
that
to
the
kill this
rest
team.
of Turbo Velocity back away. But with still one left out there, isolated and alone, we've got a battle on 2 fronts going on as the Gucci Good Guys try and slide up behind Turbo Velocity.
Feels like an easier game for the Gucci Good Guys to play because they can't split up 1-on-1, but here's Turbo Velocity and Bomba. Remember, of course, Bomba now down to 3, so the advantage very well in the hands of Turbo Velocity. They've just got to take it, but yet again, prioritizing ring movement. In fact, I'm imagining that's probably why they started their journey in the first place, was not to seek out KP, but was rather to look for positioning. Now Bomba squad closing in on OC15. Meanwhile, his teammates gone out. The Felix ultimate popped, trying to get over the Chaos Steps, but might fall to it, and that's going to be Bomba with the knock on OC15. We got Turbo Velocity moving in south, but Bomba just looks so comfortable right now. Turbo Velocity chasing shadows.
And Bomba very happy that they've managed to pick up that knock, not just because they love doing it, but because it gets them closer to the most wanted that they've picked up, ticking down.
Dude,
They're
this
going
is
to
the
have
slowest
to get
end
their
game
fourth
ever.
back into the game. And Retry, I think, will be able to do the same thing. Has to survive for 30 more seconds, but then we'll pick up 3 people. You got to be very careful with Hoverwings already gone.
Well, here's the thing. When you have 4 alive and the other team is leaving and you can just get a free fucking KP, like they already left, you know that? I think you can take a peek. You don't have to like full int. You definitely need to look.
He does have an ultimate left to survive. Buys a little bit more space, continues jumping away, and I think Retry's going to do it. 16 seconds left, and I don't see anyone catching this Bishop.
Yeah, Clown Fiesta
Like, you don't need to waste your dashes or anything. You obviously will always want to way out, but you need to like take pathing in order to look.
Yet again to strong. I do wonder. I wonder whether it might get a
Now
nerf
everyone's back,
for the
so now
next
you can't really
update,
look
but
anymore.
Gucci, good guys are back.
We had
in
an advantage,
play.
but we gave it
Another
up.
let off a turbo velocity in the grander
Wait, I'm
scheme of
saying
things.
by
But
we, I'm looking
Clown
at
Fiesta
TTV.
now looking for the engage on Bomber and forcing out Nizer. But look at the level 10s. They might be able to just shrug this off. Aiden BY finds the Earth Shatter on 2. Mithy tries to follow it up with a wham bam. Thank you, man, from the Bishop. But then again, they decide to pull back.
Oh,
His
good
Red
pick.
Tree with a knock, but not a kill onto Mordity.
Oh.
Watching Breathe.
OC
There's
had a really
OC
good
15.
engage there, but don't
Miko
fall
with the
off.
return. Met in the troubling situation. Falls to the Chaos Steps lava. There's Retry with a second and
Okay.
Retry with a third.
Hey, Gucci good guys, after waiting out that res, come back in and clean up what Bomba started. Great play out of Bomba to set it up, but that finish was absolutely brutal and is the one thing that took
Yeah,
us
that was
down
good
to
by
3
OC, that was also
squads.
good by
We
Retry.
again go cross country. This circle starting to move us, and Bomba don't have priority. It is once again going to be Turbo Velocity that have put themselves deep inside that next ring pole, really prioritizing safety over anything else.
They're playing for the game. They're not playing for the series. And to be fair, I think it would take an extraordinary set of circumstances for TTV to be able to overhaul the points depth.
No teams. I mean, Bomba could have looked at him the whole
One
time.
thing that
Falls to
But
the
the
Chaos
reality
Steps
is that you have
lava.
hover wings. You have
There's
so much like. This is what I'm saying. There were times where you can get like right here. Bomba could look.
the
They did.
kill onto Mordity. Watching Brief. There's OC 15.
But that 30, it is
That wasn't as great of a
brutal, and it's the
timing, but
one
they
thing
just
that
did it
took us
because
down
they
to 3
had movement
squads.
abilities
We,
after,
again,
'cause they could get
go
resets.
cross country. This circle starting to move us, and Bomba don't have
Yeah, but Bomba could
priority.
have
It is
still
once
looked.
again going to be Turbo Velocity that have put themselves deep
Here's the
inside.
thing. The thing is with this game is that you don't have to commit your dash to commit to a fight. A lot of people commit their dash, when in reality, all you need to do is walk. And then you can still use your dash while committing to a fight to leave if it goes south.
That next ring
Which
pole,
what TTV
really
should have done
prioritizing safety
earlier
over anything else.
was look at a team
They're
top,
playing for the game.
possibly get a
They're
pick
not
there
playing
because Bomba was
for the
running away
series,
too.
And to be fair, I think
You
it
don't
would
need to
take an
dash into a fight. You can't
extraordinary
just
set of
walk at it.
circumstances for TTV to be able to
If they
overhaul
let
the
you.
points deficit now for Gucci
Which,
good
in that
guys,
situation,
an opportunity
uh,
for fame. But Tom Kick
did.
has been caught well out of position.
Especially
and
when you're
look at
4
his
alive, you need to start thinning out some teams, like use your
team
advantage instead of just kind of
swarming
sitting there.
around him as they see the danger unfold. Bomber, it was just passing high and by.
Yeah, very fast group up, and I like that Bomba don't stick around to try and punish this. They've got better things to do, namely move into the zone. Nuke does get forced out. I believe it was from just above Bomba. Turbo Velocity just making sure that the bonfire doesn't get
Ooh,
used
OC
as a
almost
point of
hit that.
safety, and now almost forcing these two squads to fight as the Gucci good guys see Bomba in front of them, would sure like to take an easy engagement, but nobody's giving in. Nobody wants to take the fight.
I mean, now it's 3
until
people left. Now it
absolutely
really is
necessary
just like
relic. With the way
who
that the
fights
zone has
first.
been
But when
going
there's
so
4,
far,
it gets a little more
fights
interesting.
simply are not. You've got enough space that everyone can play.
No real spiking opportunities.
TTV's in the middle.
either. I guess into the lava if you want, but who's going to be taking that risk when you've got a shift button? TTV
Yeah, I
move
like
up
this
after
space.
setting up a whole chonka cannon gauntlet. They decide to ignore it as Gucci good guys will now take the invitation to move into the previously occupied land. All 3 of these final teams, at least up to all 4 members. But remember,
Ooh,
Bomba
OC.
have both souls, level 10s and damage souls. So really, it is theirs to lose from here on out.
They've been so cautious about what fights they choose to take and when, especially now that they know that it is just the last 3. A third party is going to be on their mind the entire time. Bomba are playing it safe. They're watching the kill feed, seeing what knocks will go off first, and to their credit, we're not seeing the Gucci good guys or Turbo Velocity give in to the pressure of being forced together into close quarters. These chonker cannons, I will say, really helping. My favorite item in the game right now, and you can
I
see why.
hate chonker cannons
They've
now.
been
I
made
used to think they
less
were nice,
cute
but
by
the
turning them
bouncing is
into
just
stone,
too much.
I feel though. Bring back the fluff, please. As where is this next ring going to be? It is certainly not in the periphery of our mini-map, that is for sure, as Aiden goes on a scouting run of Teldo. Check out Gucci Good Guys here, positioning well. Nuke launched onto the jump pad, which Aiden uses to great effect. Nice are the last to join the party here. A second nuke from TTV as Bomber rotates now right and into this held territory by the brown team. Gucci Good Guys looking to put pressure on again, and now it's Turbo Velocity, the folks in the middle who don't really want to be there.
For the first time, Turbo Velocity don't have priority on the zone. Bomba have taken it away from them, and I can't help but wonder, is this when Turbo Velocity will choose to fight, where they'll be forced to fight? Storm Grenade separates the squad as Tom Cake did get isolated briefly, but
I mean,
with that
Bomba
shift,
did a great job there of a good
back
rotate
into
and
the
forcing the
arms
other
of
teams
safety,
in a bad
Turbo
spot.
Velocity are back
Now
and
they get to hold.
sharing space with the Gucci Good Guys.
They really want that evil chest, Gucci Good Guys, but Turbo Velocity don't really want to let them have it either. It's common sense, no, as the storm grenade zones are going to dissipate.
I would have let them had it and
just
steal from them.
planting their path here, basically covering off their escape into zone, and now they have that priority position. I hesitate to call it a god spot. It is cross-country storm after all, but for the moment at least sitting pretty. Ooh.
I have to wonder if you have a jump pad, because otherwise we're going to see two teams forced into each other via choke point. Turbo Velocity can't get out through the north, and Gucci Good Guys are just making their way through the storm grenade to move out towards the south. Out comes the jump pad, but Turbo Velocity are going to go over this right into Bomba.
No, they got time. They got space. They can just go straight down.
Into that space between wall and shed. They want to fly
Right,
over
which they're
every
doing.
single team, or more
they
importantly,
waited
maybe
too
go for
long.
the engage on Gucci Good Guys. We saw a little stun onto Adamark, recovered well. Plenty of that Q down. Eye of the Storm. Toomey relocating, finds safety in the welcoming arms of OC15. Chonka Cannon goes down, but TTV still up against the Storm, and now Bomba choose to strike. There goes the nuke from Gucci Good Guys. They really are going for the kill. Bomba finds a kill on Adamark. It's the Gucci Good Guys with a kill on Tom Kick. It's Niza with a kill on Teldo, and the chasing pack is dissipated. Bomba have cleared all opposition, and now it's Gucci Good Guys going for the crown.
At long last, the tension gets broken. Bomba, they know that there's just one squad left. They know exactly where they are, but will they pull the trigger? Retchery keeping scouting with the Bishop out onto Bomba as Mithy looks for a way in. OC15 isolated but not yet spotted. Instead, it is the Abyss Breaker that gets thrown down. Aiden finding two knocks. Bomba separating, isolating, and destroying the Gucci Good Guys. Retchery attempting to escape as Aiden cuts him off once again. Aiden plays frontline, and Mithy takes the final kill, serving Bomba their final and ultimate win of the day.
They broke up for September, but the boys are officially back in town. Bomba wins the EU series in Livin' Love Live Loca. Man, that's a long name. Really should have workshopped that. People like it, I don't know. But wow, what a way to bounce back from such a terrifying position.
GG Bomba. I'm interested to see how EU bounces back from a tournament like that and how well Bomba just kind of dunked on everybody. That's, I mean, I got nothing else to really say about that. That being said, I don't know what we are going to be doing for tomorrow. I know in the future, all things SUPERVIVE, I do plan on, where's the subreddit? I do plan on doing another clip review soon that I will probably be announcing tomorrow in UTEC. But if there's any clips that you want to put on there, just put in the, put that on the clip review idea board. Another thing that I'm going to probably start doing as well, which I'll be announcing soon, is I do plan on doing content like J3 from Overwatch, where he does like 2 pros versus like 4 noobs or something, and just looking at like different regions and stuff. I'm going to be having a new Discord that I make soon, to have a bunch of people from SUPERVIVE join that, because we're going to want to start doing that whenever open beta drops. So we definitely need to get on that. But aside from that, we haven't watched the Korean show matches yet. I might take a look at those. I'm not too interested just because it's going to be a lot of Shrike, but maybe we do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow, though, is my whole idea. They're all noobs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do I really want to look at the Korean show matches? I don't know. I guess it would be funny. But right now, that's the plan. Saturday, I know we're doing the new raid in Destiny that came out with this recent expansion. That might be something that we stream with a lot of the Bomba boys. So that is another idea that maybe I'll stream, maybe I'll just record. Not sure yet. But for now, I'm going to take a break so that I can get to all the different meetings that I'm going to be having today. But maybe we'll take a look. Maybe we won't. I can't say anything for certain yet. Is anyone streaming SUPERVIVE, or is it literally just me? It is literally just me. Cool. But here I am in the category. What I will say is I'm going to raid Zensep because Zensep is an OG Overwatch player I've known for a while. One day we'll always have someone to raid. Whenever SUPERVIVE comes out, we'll always have a SUPERVIVE streamer to raid. But we're in a SUPERVIVE content drought. So yeah, give Zensep some love. He's a cool guy. He's going to help me probably with the server. Maybe I'll ask him to help. But big dab. See ya in the soon future. Peace out, guys.